day.
Another beans.
Another day, another beans. What's up, beaners? Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for coming back. And
Welcome to what this is.
This is the energy we're going with right now.
I call this heaven.
Heaven? You call this heaven?
This podcast.
Oh, okay. I can see how you say this is heaven.
Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Today is a very special day. We have a very special guest, Miss Samantha Lee Lopez. She'll probably be busting through this door here in a minute. But it's not that part of the podcast yet.
Nope. We got to do the first part where we talk about last week's movie.
Because that's how this podcast is done, with fucking segments.
Yep.
Are we the Daily Show? No.
Daily Show has segments.
That's what I just said. I was about to say, are we the Daily Show? No, but we have segments.
Okay.
We're not as, obviously, as good. Not as good a show, clearly.
No.
But, like them, we have segments as well, for no reason at all.
No.
And this segment is where Hassan describes the movie that happened last week.
Yep. I watched Land Before Time. I was about to say Back to the Future. Can you imagine if I just watched that instead? I was like,
it's the same movie.
There's no dinosaurs. What did you tell me?
They're pretty similar.
Are they? Land Before Time is much more bleak. This is a bleak fucking movie. Yo, it is. Holy shit.
It's pretty funny how bleak it is.
Yeah, it is like, yo, I can't believe people, like, kids in theaters were like, this is the best movie. This is fucking
I want 30 of these.
dark. Yeah, this really makes. I really wonder what Land Before Time, the mysterious island, is all about.
Yeah, 7?
Yeah, like how does this translate to 2016? Right, that was the last movie that was made.
The last one came out in 2016.
Yeah. At the end of this movie, I was like, man, I wonder what those movies are like. There's no way they kept this bleak tone throughout all of this, because this is like rough.
No, at some point you gotta just, I guess, dive into the racism between the flat teeth and the sharp teeth.
Not even the race of the Triceratops. Oh my God.
Well, there's some, the 3-horn racism. There's some long neck racism. There's some spike tail racism.
The 3-horned racism is the most intense racism, though.
Well, yeah, the 3-horns are extremely, like, relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, they
chill out, man.
They were with Sarah for like maybe 2 days, and they hammered that shit into her. Because she was the whole movie, she was like, 3 horns don't do this. 3 horns don't do that. I'm a fucking Karen.
Also, good point.
Karen tops.
Karen tops.
Yeah, that's what she was.
Great point.
Yeah.
They were with that bitch 2 days.
Yeah.
Her parents were with her 2
2 days.
days. And within those 2 days, she was like, hey, I might not know how to, like, walk yet, but I know fuck long necks.
Yeah, 3-horn. Yeah, long necks are stupid and
they're
dumb,
stupid
and
they're dumb and they're greedy.
Yeah, they're greedy.
I mean, they were right about that. They motherfuckers came down there and ate everything.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus.
Leave something.
But
we don't know their situation. Maybe they haven't eaten in like a week.
And they were fucking like, oh my God.
This is the only food. We don't know if we're gonna see food again for another week. We gotta fill up. You don't know the situation. You're
also, Gary just died. Was just eaten by a sharp tooth.
Yeah. Sarah was being a fucking bitch.
No, Sarah's a bitch.
The whole movie.
Sarah, to me, is Angelica from the Rugrats.
Where
you're just like, you're a bitch.
I see that.
You're just a bitch.
Yeah.
Like a constant
pain. Yeah. Well, I guess the last at least she kind of redeemed herself at the end by killing the T-Rex, helping them kill.
Oh, you mean when they helped get Littlefoot's revenge?
Yeah.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Because that was a straight up murder, bro.
That was. I meant to mention this too. I almost forgot. Dude, when the T-Rex takes down the mom, at one point he makes this jump that's like a Jackie Chan level straight.
Yeah, he jumps on her back like a fucking karate master.
Yeah, like, whoa, where did this come from? I don't know a lot about dinosaurs, but I know T-Rexes can't do that.
Says who?
It says everything about physics.
You don't think a T-Rex could do some like Bruce Lee level?
Yeah, you can't even finish the question because you realize
they have such little arms.
Yeah, they have such
That's
little
what makes it so
arms.
funny.
Think about how when you jump forward, how much you use your arms to propel yourself.
So much, and then
Yeah.
I get that their legs are way stronger. Hey, we're not arguing that.
Yeah.
We're not arguing that a dinosaur's legs are very
Right.
strong.
Right.
We're arguing that it can do a kickflip onto a goddamn.
onto a goddamn long neck. It's not an easy jump.
No, it's a crazy. Yo, the landing has to be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
It landed directly on top of it where it could like take chunks out.
Right. Oh god, yeah, it was taking straight up chunks out. Just look at this chunk.
She was giving him the hands though.
Oh, she fucked him up.
She fucked him up. I mean, clearly this dinosaur has a will to live with his one eye.
T-1000 dinosaur.
Yeah, you see with the T-1000, this fucking guy with his red eye
survived a fall into a volcano.
I don't know how he survived that.
Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah,
lands on his fucking. How does he not break his back?
Yeah, and
like I get the dinosaurs are strong, but they like break bones.
Yeah, and then gets killed by toddlers. And he gets killed by toddlers who form a plan.
Who formed a plan? They take him out. It wasn't like, oh wow, they killed him on like they didn't expect to be in that situation.
They got lucky
and they killed him and they got lucky. No, Littlefoot was like, hey, we're gonna fucking kill this nigga.
Yeah, we're gonna use one of our people as bait. I don't know why they all decided on Ducky. They all looked at Ducky like, yeah, clearly.
Like Ducky's Ducky. Because if I'm Ducky, I'm like, yo, I'm like, okay, hey, what the fuck have I done?
Yeah,
to allude that I'm bait.
Yeah, it clearly should be Sarah or the motherfucker who can't fly.
Petrie.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them. Why
is it me? Is it because I'm quick? I'd have been like, all right, just say it's because I'm quicker than you guys. But don't just look at me like I'm automatic bait fucking shop over here.
If I had to guess, it's because she could swim.
Ducky can swim and she's quick.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming those are the things. But still, I'm like, I think this should have been a straw situation.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's if I'm Ducky. I'm saying, hey, if I'd have lost at straws, fine. But don't just put it on me.
Yeah, out of nowhere. That makes zero sense.
Yo, that would be like if we were all stuck into like a motherfucking like a zombie apocalypse. And it's me, you, my motherfucking friend Brian Simpson and Trey Stewart and Matt Lockwood. And then they were like, oh my God, somebody's got to run out to go like cut the power on outside, the power boxes outside. Somebody's got to go do it. And then we all look at you as if you know anything about power boxes. Yeah. You've proven anything that you can get across the street and back. And like,
right. We've all been in the apartment the whole time.
Like, but we all of us look at you like, oh yeah. Hassan knows power boxes.
Yeah, like it should clearly be Sarah or Littlefoot because they've actually dodged the Sharptooth before.
Yeah, and they're bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
Or Petrie, he can fly. I'd be like, Petrie?
Well, Petrie can't fly yet.
Petrie's like, I can't fly. I'd be like, well, nigga, this is
time to learn.
This is the time to learn, isn't it? I bet money you're not going to just land on your motherfucking beak, are you? You're going to fucking start flying. That's what you're going to do.
What made everything so much more bleak, too, is that all the voices were so childish.
Childish and white.
Well, yeah. This is a white movie. But
1988.
Yeah, but it was...
Like I said, it's a white movie. Definitely doesn't have to be. It's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Definitely could have been a fucking...
But it's...
Korean movie.
It's 1988. It was gonna be a white movie. They would have had a black dinosaur if one of the kids died. But
that'd been funny.
That would have been really funny.
It's funny to look it up and see that the mom was black. Like, interesting.
No, it was a very that made it extra dark. Is that all were so childish and like happy and like.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like.
I think it's a great movie. It is a great actual film.
It is a great. It is a great movie. It is just.
It's funny to pick it apart, but it is. It's a really good kids movie.
Yes.
It's a really, really good kids movie.
And it's like it's a good movie to show your kids like, hey man, life ain't sweet. Life is hard.
Even when you're a dinosaur.
Life is hard, man.
There's racism and there's classism.
Yeah, the racism aspect of it was like, it was just like a lot of things I wasn't expecting coming into this.
Yeah, you're not. Me either.
Yeah.
That I forgot. I mean, I knew that there was a whole like, oh, they're getting away from like sharp teeth, but they didn't add this whole like element of like sharp teeth belong in this neighborhood and three horns belong in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, well, this is getting a little specific.
This is a lot. This is a very interesting aspect of the movie. And, I just didn't, going into this, I mean, after you told me, I realized how dark it was, but I would have never guessed that this was as dark as it was.
Never. Me neither.
Yeah.
Rewatching it.
Yeah.
I never would have. Yeah, never would have guessed that the Land Before Time is just like Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a real sense of hopelessness in this movie until the end.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Until and I mean the last second of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally the end is when it's like, okay, this is cool. Good for Littlefoot.
They made it.
Yeah, I do wonder. I think the next one starts off with like the housing crisis.
Yeah, right.
In the High Valley.
Yeah. It's like they're in the valley, but these subprime mortgages has put everyone out of their houses.
Yeah, now what's Littlefoot gonna do?
Yeah, now what's Littlefoot gonna do?
How are you gonna save the day now, Littlefoot?
It's just Land Before Time 2 is just The Big Short. It's just
That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Last
Last
Point Time 2, The Big Short. Oh, nigga, that's so funny. It's a fun movie, man. I genuinely like it.
have you seen any of the sequels?
Yes. That's why I couldn't remember how the first one exactly went.
Okay.
Because I'd seen so many of the sequels that I was like, I don't remember how this one exactly goes. All I know is Sarah's a bitch.
Right. And
That
you
I remember
called
from
that.
all of them.
You called that Triceratops.
Triceratops, I knew,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if it was the first one or not. But it's like, oh, she's continuously a bitch.
Hilarious.
She never learns. She doesn't become cool.
No.
You know what I mean? She gets back with her racist ass parents that we see. It ain't like her parents are going to change her ways. They've been Triceratops for literally 100 years.
Yeah.
You think they're going to all of a sudden change their
Be
ways?
like, oh, we're listening to this toddler and her experiences.
Yeah.
No.
Niggas don't change their ways when they're 20,
Right. Let alone when they have children. When they have children, everything's set.
let alone when they're a Triceratops.
All right. Oh my God. we know what's wrong with those people, right?
Ah, nigga. If you're wondering what day it is in our world, yesterday Luka Doncic did that super cool pass through his legs to win the game,
right.
against the
Bucks.
That's what day it is in our world.
And T.J. Warren hit that game winner over what's his
Anthony.
face? Yeah, Anthony.
Big unibrow, the big brow.
Yeah.
Hit that motherfucker. Yo,
Bubble Warren, his goat Warren.
Bubble Warren, baby. But yeah, that's what day it is. Man, that Luka Doncic nigga,
Oh man,
he is so cold.
39, 14, 11.
Also, a very Joe Theismann,
34.
Kirk Cousins like similarities in the career. Like these niggas are from the same place in Germany. What?
Oh, him and Dirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, it's crazy.
Like, that doesn't make. But that's logistically. Like, what are the odds? Like if you were
it's,
gonna, if someone was gonna gamble on those odds, what are the odds?
It's some what's it called? He got game shit. There's something in the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the that New Jersey, where Kevin Durant's from.
yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
real thing.
Yeah. There's just something in the water.
It has to be, but
Something in the water.
not for everybody. Just for these two specific men.
Well, I mean, yeah. Not everyone from that era made it.
No, it's not even that they made it. I'm just talking about like, what are the odds that you get a foreign player on your team in the NBA the year after your great foreign player leaves?
Well, they played together too.
They played together 1 year.
1 year.
I mean, 1 year together.
Yeah.
He leaves.
He leaves.
This nigga
Starts
literally
dominating.
becomes him.
Yeah.
Literally like embodies him.
Yeah. Arguably.
He's Dirk.
Yeah. Arguably doing better than he was at 21 than Dirk was.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, Dirk was killing it though.
Yeah.
If you remember Dirk with the Mavericks, it was pretty.
I don't remember his
Early
rookie.
Dirk
I don't
was-
remember his rookie years, but I remember him like
Early Dirk was badass.
Yeah, destroy him and Nash together on those.
That's what I'm
early
saying. Yeah,
Mavericks
no,
teams.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
No, early Dirk was just as serious a problem. But it's just crazy because Luka. It's like, what? How the fuck? How did you do that, Mark Cuban?
Yeah, Mark Cuban, you figured it. You figured something out. You figured out the pipeline.
It'd be like, nigga. It would be like Bill Belichick drafted a nigga from Michigan.
Who was from the Bay
And
Area
last year-
and got passed up by 6 teams.
16,
and
yeah, 6th round, pass by all the things, and then this nigga like leads them like his rookie year, he does extremely well, and then now his second year, you're like, is he gonna win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like that, like he's that good. What are the odds of that? That he's from Michigan, that he plays quarterback, that he's the exact same kind of thrower.
Right. Oh, Brady won his rookie year, didn't he? Sophomore year. He didn't
Sophomore
start.
year,
He didn't. But
yeah,
he didn't start
till
to his second year.
Yeah, because Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Remember,
Right.
Drew Bledsoe was dominating.
Yeah, he was.
It wasn't like it was like a Colin Kaepernick situation.
Right.
Where the starter was dominating and then got hurt, and then the backup comes in also dominating, and you're like, well, fuck. Do we go with the young guy or the old guy?
Wow, they chose correctly on that one.
Oh, definitely chose correctly. I mean, that sucks for Drew. Though he still ended up being like a legend. We know his name. It ain't like Drew.
Yeah,
Bledsoe,
well, he
some
went to
forgotten
quarterback for the Cowboys afterwards, and then
And he had his awesome years with the Pats.
yeah, he went to the Super Bowl with the Pats with '96 when they lost to
They
the
got destroyed.
Packers.
But yeah, Brett Favre fucking ate their ass.
He had a good career.
He had a very good career.
He had a very good
career. So did Alex Smith. Just like it's like one of those things where it's like, fuck.
Damn,
Tough situation.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
But I mean, Alex isn't done though. He's coming back.
He failed his physical.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
I didn't know if he. Wait, I thought he passed it.
he failed it.
He failed it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
I'm still rooting for him.
I'm always rooting for Alex Smith. That guy.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking champion, dude. Without a Super Bowl ring. Some people are champions without the ring because life fucking kicks them in the dick.
Yeah, and they keep
And they
standing up.
persevere and they stand up.
They stand up.
You know what I mean? So
You
that's
know,
why I love-
sometimes a sharp tooth kills your mom. You still got to make it to the Great Valley.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Let the narrator talk shit
about you? Yeah.
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 That narrator from
Yeah.
Land Before Time can suck a dick.
Karenator.
Yo, what was his problem?
I don't know. What's it called? He did at the beginning though. He did do a good job of making it feel like this is a nature show.
Oh yeah, it felt like you were watching some Discovery Planet.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. It felt like
100%.
some Discovery Channel stuff. That was a good choice. Up until he started
then he's
adding
just-
his own opinions to shit.
Then he started throwing his opinion on
Yeah.
how Littlefoot was handling his
Yeah, yeah.
brother's
It's not
death.
like David Attenborough while you're watching Planet Earth and here's the deer. What a faggot. No, just tell us what happened.
Yo, just tell us how the deer eats and provides for his family.
Yeah.
We don't need to know your personal opinion on its outfit.
Yeah.
The
Weird.
fuck? Yeah, but Land Before Time is good.
Yeah. Watch it if you haven't.
You weirdo.
Later. Beaners. This is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening. We
Yes,
love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's
Yeah.
how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us from there.
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
Dr. Nefario.
What?
You guys know who that is?
No.
That's from something.
Yep. You guys aren't cool enough to know what it is. But my real motherfucking gangsters know what it is. Dr. Nefario.
Dr. Muffario or Nufario?
Nefario.
And-
Look it up. Real
Alright.
gangster shit.
I'm going to look it up after this because I'm very curious.
No, a very important doctor. Did like discover some crazy shit. Anyway,
Alright,
shout
so-
out to him.
Unimportant doctor. Got you?
No, it's a real doctor.
Yeah, I got
Look it
you.
up.
Okay.
Later.
Later. Okay.
We don't have time for
Later.
your shenanigans now.
Okay.
Guys, if you see a beautiful woman to the right of Asana Ahmad,
Oh,
or
I
I guess
thought
to
you
the
meant me.
left, it'd be to the left if they were looking at
Yeah,
it.
if they're looking at it, she's to my left.
She'd be to your left.
Yes.
And you're wondering, is that Derek? No, I'm over here talking, you dumb fucking idiot. That's Samantha Lee Lopez.
It's me. Now everyone knows my full name.
Hi, Sam. Thanks for coming
Hi.
on the podcast.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
This is your second time on the Beans.
Third.
Third
So,
time.
no, second
no,
time.
second time on the
Second
Beans.
time,
This is
yeah.
second time. Asana can't count.
Yeah. Bad
And
accounting.
to 3.
Yeah. After
And-
one, I lose it.
He gets fucking confused.
Yeah,
But this is our second time on the podcast, but our first time on the actual podcast.
It's very exciting to be here. I feel like I've stepped up.
Yeah, you did a bonus. You did our first ever bonus.
Yeah. This is interesting because usually when we talk about a movie, you guys watch it together and he tells me how you react. So it'll be interesting to watch you react in person.
Oh yeah,
Now you get to
that
see
will
it.
be interesting.
Yeah.
What will you have to say? Don't you just? You're gonna actually tell the movie.
Yeah, normally I just talk about what you thought.
Yeah.
That's what the Beans. So the Beaners are going to be really confused. They're gonna be like, this doesn't sound like the opinion we normally get at all.
Yeah. Why is he watching this one alone? It felt like he watched this one alone. He's got less energy.
He's got less energy. He didn't. I don't even think he watched it. He didn't know
Yeah.
anything
He
about
doesn't
it.
have a feminine touch.
Yeah, it was missing like everything that it normally has. And that's why you can't be on the podcast anymore, Sam. That's why you got to just be a matriarch. She's our matriarch. She's the mother of this podcast.
Yep.
Came right from her womb.
Yep, I make all the food.
She does.
Sam, how you
Yeah.
doing over
I'm
there,
good.
buddy?
I missed you. I didn't normally get to hang out with you all morning and watch a movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. What'd you end up doing instead?
I walked to the park and I bought myself some nuts, some Brazil nuts.
Have you noticed when you buy shit now, everyone's asking you either exact change or card?
A lot of people want exact change.
Yeah, there is a change shortage happening right now, at least in LA, where people are like, "Yo, we don't got change to give you, so you got to pay exact change or card."
Is
Yeah, that's
it-
why a lot of people aren't doing cash right now.
Right.
Is that why it is? I thought there was because of
The
they just
COVID.
didn't want to touch each other.
I thought it was too. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I saw.
Where did you hear the change shortage?
Well, I saw a sign. I went to McDonald's a couple days ago. It says we have a quarter shortage.
Okay.
And then I was talking to one of our neighbors about it, and he was like, "Hey, have you noticed this weird quarter shortage going around? I couldn't get quarters."
You can't get quarters at the grocery store?
I mean,
or not the grocery store, the bank?
maybe I don't know. I haven't tried to get quarters at the bank.
I feel like they would have definitely knowledge of a change shortage.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
those are two
Theories.
clues that they're like, okay, there's something going on with the change.
Interesting. I thought it was a COVID thing. And I did notice that it was everywhere was no cash.
Right.
You
Like
like
everywhere in LA is no cash. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. But whatever. Or exact cash. I noticed that. But I thought it was just like, oh, so that way we don't have to touch shit and give you shit.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it made
thought,
sense
too.
in my head.
Yeah.
It might have started that way.
Might have started that
And
way,
then it turned into.
but the exact change makes me think like, oh, there's something up. Because if they don't want to touch cash, they wouldn't ask for exact change because they're still touching your
yeah.
cash.
I guess I don't want to hand something back. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're handing you food
Yeah, they're handing you food, so it's like,
and coffee and their
Yeah.
titties.
no, they're not giving
They're
you their
handing
titties.
you your titties.
What coffee shop are you going to?
Apparently, I need a change.
Yeah,
You gotta
dude.
come back to
They-
Cafecito.
Cafecito. Shout out to Cafecito, where they give you a nice latte and a nice pair of double D's.
Go on Magnolia Boulevard if you're looking for.
Yeah, on Magnolia Boulevard. Actually, it's really good. Sam goes there every morning. Pretty much. You like it a lot.
It's a
For
good
the
coffee.
titties.
And the titties are subpar.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as the coffee. What an insult to that woman. It's like, I come here for the coffee. Put your titties on. Jesus, lady. I'm going to stop coming if your titties are constantly out.
The titties are pretty consistent.
Sam, you have boobs.
I do.
You get so mad at me because I'm always like, "Ah, la, la, la." You know that TikTok? "Ah, la, 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 la. Ah, la, 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 la." And it makes the face.
Ah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
"Ah,
Yeah.
ah."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that every time I see titties.
That's
Every
nice.
time. And I've seen titties at least over 20 times at this point.
It's exhausting.
And this is what I don't get about women. And Hassan, you're not a woman.
Right. So I'll serve as the answer to this question.
Please do.
Yeah. Sam,
Wouldn't you-
sit this one out?
Yeah, sit this one out, Sam, because you would have no.
I don't know.
Wouldn't you, Hassan, be excited if you had titties? Like a big, voluptuous pair of titties like you see in like TikToks or porn.
Well, as me right now, if I had titties, I'd be very confused. I think you know what
No,
I mean?
you as a beautiful woman, wouldn't you be like, wouldn't that be awesome?
I feel like they would be a burden to have
Why?
because everywhere you go, that's what everyone looks at. Everywhere. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but when you look at them, when you're by yourself, wouldn't that be like, fuck, bro, I got a sweet pair of tits?
No, it's probably like you know when you have too much chocolate and your stomach hurts, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's too much ice cream and your stomach hurts.
So women's stomach hurts all the time?
No. But that's a good metaphor. It's like, imagine if your balls were as big as my tits. And how annoying that would be.
Dude, talk about a problem.
Yeah.
That would be a Category 5 hurricane.
Yeah. It seems more like a burden than a
Than fun?
for you. Yeah, personally, I don't think you react the same way everyone around you reacts about.
I know she doesn't get excited about her tits at all when she sees them, and I'm like, "What? Are we looking at the same thing?
You get to experience the best part of tits, which is not having them.
Is that the best
Just-
part of tits?"
And just looking at them and touching them.
Touching them
So
from
titties,
afar.
titties are basically like a boat. It's like it's better if your friend has it,
Yes.
Yes. Exactly like that.
so that way you're not picking the barnacles off.
Yeah. If you have them, the upkeep is so much.
Oh my god, and
So
the
true.
cost,
Yeah.
and the breast cancer,
Also, and the breast cancer.
the boat cancer.
And I enjoy my friends' tits way more than I enjoy my own tits.
Wow, that's why women like other women.
Yeah.
That's why women are lesbians, probably.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I can appreciate this on another human being.
Yeah, but like on you, it's.
It's like, this is maintenance.
Yeah. You get it.
I get it now. Damn, ladies. Sucks. And you guys bleed.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other thing. Jesus, get it together, women.
You bleed out your butthole sometimes.
Yeah.
I'd say once a month.
Okay. Well, why would you say that?
Because I check your stool.
Oh yes. Yeah. You really should go to a doctor.
Well, it's once a month. It's like, and it's just that week. I guess it's whatever. Stop eating whatever you eat once a week for a month.
Once
A month. You got to stop that.
No.
the hot Cheetos.
You don't have blood in your stool ever?
It's been a minute.
Good for you.
Yeah. Like literally a minute. Last time I took a shit was about a minute ago.
There's a lady present, so why don't you
Oh,
class
so
it
my
up a
bad.
little
My
bit.
bad.
Sorry,
The
Sam.
last time I defecated.
I
Keep the language a little
Sam,
higher.
you poop?
do.
What?
I like to hold Sam's butt cheeks while she poops.
He
Ooh.
does that. I'm not even going to
I like to hold her
lie
butt
about
cheeks.
it.
And then you feel the vibrations. It's like an earthquake, but it's not. It's a poop quake.
It sounds gross, but when you're either party in...
It feels like teamwork.
It feels like teamwork. And also, you know what? You can't see the poop coming out either way for
No,
either of you.
You just
It's just
hear
you know
it.
what's happening.
And
No,
you're
so
helping
no-
spread her butt cheeks
There's no
apart.
splashback?
You think
No, my
hands
butt
are in
covers the
bowl?
whole
Like,
toilet. How
where do you
little
my
do you
hands
think I
are?
am?
Wait, where do you see my hands in this situation?
Wait. So your hands are
Or
like,
where?
right, like you're holding the poop open, holding the butt cheeks,
No.
right? She's hovering over the toilet.
No. Oh God, no.
No, she's just you just what?
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh, my bad.
You sick person.
No.
Why
It's
would
in
we
the
do
room?
that?
It's just in your room. It's just in the corner.
No. She's sitting on the toilet.
Okay.
And I put my hands
Right.
like this.
Oh. I
Oh,
was
she's
like-
sitting on the toilet.
Okay.
You
The
fucking
signs.
psychopath.
Oh yeah, I'm the psychopath here. as you mimed holding the cheeks open.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was going on.
Is there
I
splash?
assume
See,
there would
hear
be
this guy?
splash. I would assume there'd be more splash because there's less like cheek to dampen the fall. So the fall is more intense, and the splashback would be more.
No, there's plenty of ass to seat seal happening.
Yeah, women have
Okay.
big butts.
Okay.
Unlike you.
No.
And this is our personal bathroom, so we don't need to feel like we have to hover. Like we do in this bathroom
don't
that
hover
we
in that
share
bathroom.
with you.
In that bathroom, I lift up the toilet seat thing and sit straight directly on the actual ring. I don't like the toilet seat in there. I just sit directly on the ring
You
because
sit
it's
on
more
the hairy
comfortable.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like. Do you guys not sit on the ring?
No.
How do you guys
Fuzzy.
poop? Beaners, let me know how you poop out there. Do you sit on the toilet or do you sit? Do you lift the toilet seat up and then sit? Because that's how I do it, and I think that's how most Americans should do it. But enough about pooping. Let's pay the bills.
Yeah, there's bills to pay.
Ooh, bills.
Sam, you want to help us pay the bills? You know,
Bills,
you know who
bills,
pays our bills.
I know who pays our bills.
Who
It's
pays our bills?
Darren Bates. He's our baby daddy.
Jesus
He's
Christ!
our
Wait,
baby.
what?
I think you meant sugar daddy. I think that's the.
He's our
A
sugar
little
daddy.
different.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess baby daddy, depending on the situation.
Yeah, right.
Like, does he not take care of us? And he just pays child support. Is it that kind of situation?
Well, we haven't seen him in a while.
Ooh.
Papa, come home.
We
But-
miss you.
Since we do miss you, Darren, the way you can keep up with him or your own absentee father
Yeah.
is you follow him on Instagram
Yeah, DARENBATES. Darren Bates, everybody.
at.
Weslin_son56.
He will be the NFL player. He will be the man with children. He will be an absentee father.
Yeah, the man, the man with the podcast called The Raw Room.
Yep.
Raw Room.
Go listen to the Raw Room. Go check it out. Thank you, Darren.
Yeah,
Thank you,
You
Darren.
literally pay for all of it.
we appreciate it
We actually, yeah. Like you pay for
very
all this.
much.
I appreciate your Instagram.
Oh, and Sam appreciates your Instagram.
Yeah, it's cool. Happy birthday to your son. That just happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'm sure we're about 2 months late.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why you love the podcast debates, and
Yeah.
that's why you spend all your money on it. It'd be so funny if you spent if this is how you go broke.
Yeah.
Like they do another 30 for 30 NFL players going broke.
Yeah.
And like one's is a Ferrari. They show DeAndre Hopkins is like, yeah, I bought way too many Ferraris.
Yeah.
And they're like Darren Bates, and he's like, I gave $100 a week to a podcast.
Yeah. The beans weren't the only thing that was spoiled. The Darren Bates story.
Ooh.
30 for 30 presents.
And they're like, how much money did you spend on that podcast, Darren? And he's like, around $3,000.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it really tore a hole through me and my family. I haven't seen my daughters. Yo, I don't know why it's so funny. If they had it's like they made a 30 for 30 for this.
Yeah. This doesn't seem fun at all.
It just seems really personal and like he didn't have a lot of. I don't know how he lost all his money on that.
Yeah, on this podcast.
It doesn't. They didn't have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway. I hope that doesn't happen. Because then we lose money. It's not even about Darren. It's about us.
Yeah. That's what
And
it all
we
comes
stopped
back to.
seeing him on horses.
Oh my god, I love that
That's
guy
my
on a
favorite
horse.
thing about
oh,
Insta-
Django Bates.
Yes.
He looks good on a horse. You look good on a horse, brother. You know that. Enough about Darren. This podcast
Okay,
isn't about
you're
him,
right.
even though
Right.
he pays for it.
You're right. You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
It's about
You're right.
right.
You're right.
even though we could spend the whole time.
You're right. I know we can talk about this.
Yeah,
for
I can think
days,
about Darren on a horse forever.
but
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
what we get together for.
No.
That's not why we get together, buddy.
No, we
Why
get
do
together
we get
'cause
together?
we all live in the same apartment.
That is the only reason we do this podcast. And the moment we move, let me tell you something, Beaners. Change is coming.
Yeah.
As Tupac once
I'm
said.
gonna get rid of Derek. This whole podcast is gonna be me reacting to nobody saying. I'll just be out there like, ooh, tonight.
Wait, Tom Cruise did what? And it's like, what movie is he thinking? Does he think he's hearing? It's a Tom Cruise movie, I guess.
Vanilla Sky.
Yo, have you seen Vanilla Sky?
I haven't seen Vanilla Sky.
On the list.
Classic.
On the list.
That's actually, have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool.
I remember the ads for it. Way back
Oh,
when.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
I remember
I've never
those
seen
ads.
it
Yeah,
either.
this-
You've never seen it? I've seen bits. I've seen that. I've seen that, like bits and pieces of that, bits and pieces of Days of Thunder,
I've never
and
seen
then
that.
Top Gun. These are all at the
Which
same
one?
time.
Days of Thunder. Which one's that?
That's on our list too.
Is
Okay.
it like a racing one? It sounds like
Mm-hmm.
racing.
Oh wow. No, I have no
But yeah,
idea.
there's that. Yeah, but this was all around the Top Gun era
Okay.
when he was,
When he was doing stuff.
he's
Vanilla-
never not been doing stuff.
Vanilla Sky
Well,
was
no,
way
back
past
then,
Top Gun.
all of
right?
his.
Was Vanilla Sky what, late 90s?
Late 90s, early 2000s. Top Gun's late 80s.
Yeah, Vanilla Sky was like in the
Top Gun is
2000s.
the
I remember seeing.
I
Vanilla
remember
Sky
seeing
would have had to be 90s. It had to be around Born on the 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July then.
Because I remember the ads for Vanilla Sky, so I want to say it's like 2000, 99 to 2000.
Not 2000s. It's definitely not 2000s. Definitely 90s.
You want me to look it up?
No, because it's 90s.
Okay.
Is Tom Cruise
That
in
I
the
know.
movie today?
Is Tom Cruise gonna be here today? Yes.
Yes.
He'll be coming by shortly.
Yeah, we have them.
Yes, Sam, he'll be here.
We're also sponsored by Scientology.
Dude, no, because then our podcast would be in a crystal dome.
Oh, and we'd have like a
Crystal gold microphone.
We'd have a
Vanilla
lot
Sky
more
2001.
listeners.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, when is Born on the 4th of July?
I want to say 96.
Because I thought they were around the same time.
Born on the 4th of July is 1989.
Oh, I guess it was around the same time as Top Gun.
Top Gun. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
yeah. We were
Oh, anyway,
yeah.
the guy's had a good career.
And
Is that how we
he's
got here?
short.
I don't know how we got here.
You were
Oh, you're
reacting
retarded.
to no movie.
I was reacting to no movie. Yeah.
Yeah, you're being a retarded person. But that's not what the podcast is about today.
No.
Hassan being retarded. It's also not about Sam's big old tits.
Although
It's
we'd
not
all
about
like
my
it to.
balls. It's about the movie that they have never seen, that I have seen, that I want them to tell me what happens in it right now. Precious.
Oh, damn. All right. What do you know about it besides the obvious?
Based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
Well, I know it's based on a novel.
Push by Sapphire.
We all know that.
Right.
It's the only thing that we all know.
I know that it's about.
No, not. Well, okay, go ahead.
Oh, wait, what do you
What do you
gonna
know? What do you? What, no, go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead.
no,
What do you know?
we're not.
What do you know
we're
about
supposed to say what it is. We're supposed to say what the movie.
No,
is.
I don't. Tell me what you do know about it. Though. I do want to hear what you know about
No,
it.
I don't want to say it now.
No, tell me what you know about it.
It's about a fat black woman. All right,
That's
I'll
That's
say
what
Exactly
Hassan
what it
knows about it.
Yeah, I'll
What-
say
He
it.
said it.
Oh, that's what
say
you were
it.
thinking?
Yeah.
You racist bitch!
Also, I was gonna say she was poor.
Oh my god! I'm gonna put babies in this one day. That attitude?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, the way I see it, it's just the trials and tribulations of being a fat, poor black woman.
All right, give me the. Now that you guys have told me what y'all think y'all know, you
Yeah.
fucking monsters.
Yeah.
Tell me what happens in Precious.
All right.
So, there's this fat black girl.
Okay. How does it start? What's her family life like?
Oh well, her mom's Monique. So
Okay.
that can't be good.
Okay, so her mom's Monique. So her mom is just complaining about Netflix deals the whole time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Y'all are racist.
All right. So what? She's just is she working somewhere? Like, how does the movie start?
I'm gonna guess something bad happens to her at the jump, like she gets raped or something.
Okay, let's start there. That's a good place to start.
And then from that, all the other bad things come. Like she has to either get an abortion or she has to have the baby.
Okay.
Or like it's a person in her family that raped her.
I like that. It's the person in her family. I like that.
I like that.
I like that. That's
Jesus Christ.
and
that's
so
a good-
that
that's a good-
person's still around.
right. She has to deal with that.
Yeah, that's kind of my general concept of what it's about.
Okay. And then so it's like she has to. What does she do? Does she like? I guess what's
How do we
the
resolve it?
Yeah. What's the resolve? Does she?
Oh, well, let's say if she did get raped and she has to have a baby, she takes that baby and she leaves her life, and it ends with this like thought of maybe she'll have a better life, but we don't know.
Okay. It ends open ended. It ends like sort of like, damn, I gotta get out of the situation, but I don't know if the next situation is as good.
Yes.
Right. It's just situation to situation. Everything's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Things keep progressing.
I definitely
Someone
think
climbs a water tower.
it's this fat black girl
No, it's probably Monique.
who's also a fat black girl.
They're like, Monique, come down. And she's like, no, Netflix doesn't pay me enough.
Y'all are fucking evil.
So Monique
Both
is
of you. I can't
not
believe I
as
live with both of you.
Fat as that other fat black woman.
What is wrong with y'all?
Gabrielle Sididay, I think that was.
That is her name.
Mm-hmm. She has this really funny. She has a really funny role, in, I think, a Kimmel sketch right after this, where they're making fun of Hollywood and how they're trying to give all these roles to minority characters, and she's like, yes, finally, I get to portray Hitler like I think he wanted to be portrayed, as a powerful black woman, and she's dressed like Hitler.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
funny.
awesome.
Yeah, it was really funny.
That's not allowed though. That's like that would get them canceled today. That's not funny today.
Well, no, they wouldn't, because it's a black woman getting to be Hitler, and that's empowering.
No, but you're not allowed to do Hitler face.
You're allowed to do Hitler face.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely. You
Not
can't
white
do-
dudes.
Not white dudes.
Well,
no.
not
A baseball
white
coach
dudes.
just got in trouble for doing this.
Yeah, but that was
If you're
like,
white,
that was
He's
like-
white.
He was white, but you know.
If he'd have been Mexican, it'd have been so fine.
Yeah.
that's not necessarily true. Depends how Mexican.
Yeah. But it was him being white didn't help at all.
No, and he was just an idiot, and I don't think he meant any harm by it.
I'm not saying he meant harm. I'm saying it's not allowed anymore. The kind of joke you just made with Precious.
Okay.
Push, not followed by Sapphire.
Well, then you don't have to laugh at it.
Well, no, but what you said is like if a Mexican dude was okay, why wouldn't it be okay if it was a black woman?
No, it's not okay for Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, this is Jimmy Kimmel's show, right?
Yeah, or something like that. It's definitely some white guy show.
Yeah,
It's
then
not-
it should be canceled. He should be canceled. Don't do Hitler face.
But he didn't do it. He had a black woman to do it. That's how white people get away with everything.
It's on his show.
You're wrong. I support Gabrielle.
I do too.
I support you and your choice to dress up like Hitler for that one sketch.
I don't.
Yeah.
And I will end you, bitch. Sam,
What?
you excited to be here?
I am excited to be here.
Do you want to hear this movie, baby?
Yeah, I do.
Because I want to tell it to you. I want to tell it to Hassan.
Well,
Hassan, you
well,
can listen, but I'm not telling it to you. Just
Tough
know that.
shit. I'm here.
But
I'll react to the Tom Cruise movie that's in my head while you do this.
Wait, I want to watch Vanilla Sky.
You don't know it's Vanilla Sky. What if he's just doing that bartender?
Yeah, what if we're doing Top Gun again?
I've already
Again.
seen Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun's good. The volleyball scene?
Volleyball scene, baby.
Right? The shirts are off.
Yeah.
Iceman. Are you guys ready for the scariest movie of all time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be called Precious, based on the novel Push by Stephen King. That's what it should be called. Credits roll with misspelled words.
Okay.
All the words are misspelled,
Okay.
like clearly on purpose.
Okay.
I don't think it was a typo situation.
Yeah. It's not a Starbucks cup and a Game of Shots situation.
No,
Game
it
of Thrones
was.
shot
I'm
situation.
assuming Lee Daniels, who directed this, this was a conscious decision.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get why this movie was so Oscar heavy. Heavy on the Oscars, this movie. And it won one. May have won more than that, but I know it won one for sure.
Who won?
Monique.
Monique. Oh, yeah.
That's why she deserves
That I know
more
for sure, but I know
money.
I got nominated for more, but it could have won more as well. I didn't look. Precious. Based on the novel Push by Sapphire. I have to say that every time because
It
does come up.
Yeah.
It does also come up every time. Everything is a gift of the universe. Okay? See that quote come up. We see a lady in a
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. Wow.
Yeah.
You seen this? We see a lady in fancy orange, like a lady in like a really fancy, beautiful dress, like almost she's going to church. And we
Okay.
see our lead in another, like a beautiful gown, you know? And she comes up and she puts like this beautiful orange scarf around her neck. And, you know, the Gabrielle chick, she's all like, loving it. Cut to Harlem, 1987.
Ooh, period piece.
Okay? My name is Clarice Precious Jones. I wish I had me a light-skinned boyfriend, one with good hair. This is voiceover. Get me in one of them BET videos, and I could be dancing. But my mama say, who want to see my big ass dancing? I need you to sit my big ass down. That's what my mama say. So we see her in school.
Okay.
Aw.
Sam, if that made you all, oh dear God.
I'm already gonna cry.
Oh, you're going to cry every scene. We see her in school. I like math. I don't say nothing, no. I just sit there every day. I tell myself something will happen, that I'm going to break through today, but then I don't. I just want to be normal, like one of them normal kids, and pay attention and sit in the front of the class someday. Now, this is all, you see her just like in the back thinking this shit.
Right.
And she's looking at the class, just be a class.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
in like a hood-ass school, too. Everybody's like real bad. There's this white teacher. I got this white teacher, Mr. like Wilson or whatever. I like him. I like him a lot. I be pretending he my husband. And then you see like in her head, you see the teacher like looking at her like
Ooh.
that, like giving her like looks.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Cut back to reality, you see like a student being real, like talking real bad to him. And she gets up and slaps the shit out this kid. Whack!
Damn.
And then she looks at it and she like, pay attention to, Mr. Wilson, whatever. And then she like, and in her back in her head, but he know I like him. He know I got his back.
Oh.
So right then, Precious gets a note from the principal. She got to go to the principal's office, right?
Okay.
The principal's a white lady, really stern-looking white lady, And she's like, hello, Clarice. And Precious doesn't say anything. And she goes, Clarice, are you pregnant? Precious looks away. She don't say nothing. And she goes, you're 16, you're in junior high, and you're pregnant with your second child. Is this correct, Clarice?
God damn. God damn.
She don't say nothing. She don't say shit. And then the principal's like, what happened, Clarice? And then Precious is like, I had sex.
Whoa.
I mean, also, yeah, what you want, bitch?
Yeah, I mean, what's the answer to that?
Yeah, it's like, what you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Do you notice that she's older before they say that out loud? Like, can you tell she's 16 compared
No,
to
you
the
know she's
other
in high school. I
students?
mean, well, she's in high school with all the other students, A, and she looks like she's in high school.
Okay.
But she's
Like
in
the actress looks like
But
she's
you
in high
said
school.
she's in junior high.
So she's 16.
She's failed.
Yeah. But no, does she look noticeably older than all the other kids? Because 16 in junior high.
She looks, yes, but all the other kids look just as old, too. It's
Okay.
a really
Okay.
bad school.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
really bad.
Okay.
Like on some lean on me shit.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like. So I'm not, but yeah, like a lot of the kids also look older. Like, but like they're all in like the same situation, I'm assuming.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So the principal goes, do you have any thoughts on your situation, Clarice? Precious don't say shit. And then she tries to leave, and the principal's like, Precious, sit down. And she's like, we need to talk to your mother. And then Precious is like, she busy. She don't want to talk. And she's like, well, I'm going to have to come to your house then. And then Precious is like, I wouldn't do that.
Dang.
And then she's like, well, I guess I'm going to have to suspend you. And then Precious is like, well, that's fucking bullshit.
For getting pregnant?
She's like, you can suspend. She's like, I have to suspend you if you're not going to help me, like, help you. Like, you can't be here with kids. Like, I mean, also the principal's like, yeah, you can't be here with, like, what do you want me to do?
With children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's something going on at home, Clarice, you need to tell me now. Cut to, we see her, she's at home. All right, in the projects, in a shitty-ass apartment. We see her washing dishes. You don't see Monique yet, but you see her, like, her silhouette in the background, and you hear her. And she goes, you get my cigarettes? And Precious is like, no, they didn't have them. I played your numbers, though, like, your lottery ticket numbers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but we didn't win with the whoop. She goes back to washing the dishes. You hear it. You hear, and then, nigga, you see a motherfucking huge book. What? Knock her ass out. Cloop, she knocks out.
Damn.
When she knocks out in slow motion, she lands on a bed, looking up, and you see a motherfucking grown man, grown-ass man, take his belt off and grab, this is the nastiest thing, he grabs a fucking handful of Vaseline, puts that shit on his dick,
Oh.
and then you see the silhouette of her mom watching in the background.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you know daddy love you, right? Oh, you know daddy loves you. You see Precious like, and she's looking up at this patch in the ceiling, and then like the patch, like she like dives into it almost.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Like her reality.
Yeah.
You remember that movie you had me watch, bro, where the girl's going through horrible shit, but like she's in a whole other reality?
Oh, Pan's Labyrinth.
It's like that. It's
Okay.
exactly like that. Like, so
Okay.
you can get a, you ever seen Pan's Labyrinth?
No, I've never seen
Okay,
it.
it's a really good movie too. But same kind of situation where it's like, they like to escape. They almost go in like a fantasy.
Yeah,
Remember I
fantasy
said she's
world.
like in the with this like she had fancy clothes and
Yeah.
like a woman. She's like in that world now. And so you just like this happens the whole movie.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a there's a scene in this Netflix show called Haunting of Hill House Whereas, a girl is being raped by her dad, and that's how she gets away. She just
And
stares.
it's like fantasy.
She stares at a patch on the ceiling.
Does it stay there, or does it go like the pan's life? Does it go into like a fantasy world?
No, you don't. It's hard to explain, but you don't see it. But like one of the main characters who can touch people and figure out their experiences sees it from her eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is like that, like and then
and
it dives into it.
Okay,
She's like, and in this world, she's walking down the red carpet, and she's a movie star, and everybody, she's like, I love you all, mwah! And everybody's like,
Oh.
Okay.
like so, like that's what I'm saying, like she's in this world,
Well, she's in a much happier place.
but she does this a lot, the whole movie.
the whole movie, she lives in her head.
Yeah, I get why.
Well,
yeah.
I love you. And then as she's saying this, it starts raining on her, like on the red carpet. And she's like, and then you see cut to her mom, whoosh, dump a fucking bucket of water on her. And she wakes back up. And she's in hell, pretty much.
right.
Oh.
Cut back to her cooking dinner, like all Southern food. Fried chicken, collard greens, ham hocks, neck bones. Just the worst shit you could eat in one meal.
Right.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese. And we finally see the mom. We finally see Monique up close. Cigarette. She looks
Scary.
evil.
Okay.
Pure evil. She went somewhere to get into this character, bro. Like she went on some Django Leonardo shit.
Yeah.
Like you went deep. You know what I mean? To find this. So cut back to somebody's knocking on the door. Like keeps ringing the doorbell. You see Precious go, stop ringing the fucking doorbell. I said stop fucking ringing the doorbell. Voiceover. I hate fucking crackheads. God, they the only ones that be ringing the doorbell. They give the ghetto a bad name. Crackheads, they're the worst of the worst. Right then she goes like she's about to yell, like, get the fuck away from the buzzer again. And the mom's like, Precious, just listen to who it is, you fucking stupid ass. And then Precious is like, hello. And then it's the principal.
Okay.
Hi, Sandra Lickstein here for Precious and Miss Johnson.
Okay.
Ooh.
Precious is like, what you want? I'm here to talk to you about your education, Precious. Precious, I need to talk to you. Right then, like you see Precious look over at her mom, and her mom's like, you know what I mean? Like, hell no. And Precious is like, cut to the voiceover. I know why my mama don't want her up here. She don't want her messing up her welfare situation. My mom's on welfare, and like she lies about it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why she don't let nobody in the house. You know what I mean? We'll get to how she lies about it later, but like that's the situation. Why she don't want anybody coming in the house, fucking up her welfare check. So the principal's like, hey, Precious, you're one of the best students in math at the junior high. Remember, she said she's good at math.
She likes math.
She
Yeah.
likes math. You have potential. I believe you really can do something with this. You see the mom, get that bitch out of my front door. And then you see the principal's like, we want to get you into this alternative school. I know you can't go to school because you're pregnant, but we want to help you. We don't want your potential to go to waste. Like she's just trying to help.
Yeah, she's trying to be a
what I
good
mean?
teacher.
Yeah. And Monique, she looks over at the mom, and like Precious is like, doesn't know. She's a kid. She's like doesn't know what to kind of do here because she's also hearing this person say nice things about her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Monique's like, get rid of that bitch. And then she's like, I gotta go. Miss Lichtenstein. We can't do it. We'll talk to you another day. Right? But Miss Lichtenstein tells her where the school is and the address and what time to be there if she wants to go.
Okay.
And she leaves.
Okay.
You see Precious standing there looking at the little talk box thing and huge smile. And she says, my heart felt all warm inside. I can't believe somebody thinks I'm a good student.
Oh. Aren't you feeling this?
This is rough. This is very, very rough.
She says that.
Oh no. Don't ruin the little glimmer of hope. Don't ruin the little glimmer of hope.
Split second later, frying pan. Cutting! The mom misses by 1 inch.
Oh.
I mean, she dodged it. And she was swinging to like kill this bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was real deal.
Full, like that kind of frying pan, that kind, like the black grease skillet kind. You know what I mean?
Like
Right.
a cast iron.
Cast iron, exactly. And Monique's mad as hell. And then they're just kind of staring at each other because Precious is staring her like back down, like you trying to kill me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then Precious kind of walks by her, and then she goes upstairs. And it's quiet, and Monique sits down, and she's all mad. She's like, fucking had that white bitch coming up in my house. This is where she won the Oscar for sure. That white bitch coming to my house, huh? School ain't gonna help you none, huh? You know that, right? You think you're cute, huh? You uppity motherfucking bitch. Keep your fucking mouth shut, huh? Think you special? Think you fucking more special than me, huh? Because he gave you 2 kids, huh? So you more special because you got 2 of his kids. You ain't special, you fucking bitch. You hear me? Precious bitch, bring your motherfucking ass back down here. This is my motherfucking house. She keeps going off. Precious is now standing at the steps, like just standing at the steps looking at her. You know I should have fucked you up. Had that white bitch coming up into my house trying to fuck up my welfare. You fucking dummy. You done fucked up. You always fucking up. You done fucked my man. You done had 2 kids by my man. One of them's a goddamn animal. Fucking retarded. Bringing that fucking animal in my house. Fucking stupid motherfucker crawling around looking all crazy and shit. I told you she won. Yeah, you. Oh, she went somewhere for this. She went there. Like she got all the way in this character.
Jesus Christ.
Huh? You trying to fuck with my money? Huh? You gonna stand there and look down on me? Because Precious is just standing at the steps. She's just looking at her mom. You gonna look down on me, huh? Oh, you think you're a real woman? You want to do some real woman shit? I should have aborted your fat, stupid fucking ass. I should have aborted you, fat motherfucker. You have a little smirk on your face, huh? Come here. She throws something at her, and then she goes up to fucking start fighting her, and then you hear like, dude, you hear like a scuffle. Fade to black. That's how that scene ends.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Do we see the other child that she's referencing?
We see them later. We don't see her.
Oh, we
kids
haven't
yet.
seen them yet.
We haven't
Okay,
seen them
okay,
yet.
okay.
Okay. Jesus Christ. This is so much.
Incest, bro.
I know. That's why this kid is retarded. She's literally getting raped by her dad.
Hmm?
Yeah.
God damn.
Her mom watched.
Mom is just watching. Mom's like a part of it, and then mad at her for getting raped by the dad too, which is like weird.
No, I mean, if you
'Cause
really
it's all
get into
you
the
know.
psyche of it, you know,
Yeah.
you can break
Yeah.
down why. You know what I mean? It's not like if you really wanted to break down why.
Yeah.
Like you can. You know why this mom's mad.
Well, she's also in a situation where like she can't leave. The mom's not like she's living off of welfare, so she has no means to leave the situation she's in. So of course you look at it as it's me versus this other woman.
That makes sense.
And the
Because
fact that he finds
this
you
is
sexually
your
attractive
the
at all.
only reality you have. Yeah.
Right.
And he finds you sexually attractive.
Oh yeah.
And it like instead of being mad, it makes you like almost jealous. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
Because like you don't even know where to put that anger. You know?
So you aim it towards your daughter. Oh.
She can't do anything.
Yeah.
Cut to we see Monique. She's downstairs. This is another day. She's like in the living room and she's dressed all kind of sexy. She's got like a leopard print kind of onesie on.
Yeah.
And she's dancing, right? She's dancing and she's watching TV. And it's some straight up like upstairs. Precious is looking at pictures of Monique when she was younger,
Right.
And like a happy mom.
Right.
Like you see, like she's all beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
happy, and like there's baby pictures of them. So clearly there was a different time.
Oh
Yes.
wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that makes it even
in the picture,
darker.
like the mom's holding it, and the Monique looks at the camera. She's like, "I love you, honey." And Precious is just kind of looking at it. And they cut back downstairs. You see the mom putting on like a blonde wig, and she's smoking a cigarette, and she's straight up dancing on some Buffalo Bill shit. Like you know the
Okay.
Buffalo Bill scene from
Yeah.
No,
but-
Silence of the Lambs, where the nigga's
Oh,
dancing
yeah,
with
I
his
know what
dick
you're talking
tucked
about.
in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And he's like, "Wild horses," or like the pony song or whatever.
Right.
It's like literally like that, like on some weird, freaky,
some weird shit,
creepy
yeah.
shit. So the next morning, Precious leaves, and the mom's like, "Where you going? Make sure you play my numbers when you out of there, bitch, and get my kitty litter." You know, and then she leaves, right? Precious walks by this other little girl who's asking her to play. This other little girl, like she ignores her, but this other little girl you see through the whole movie too, and you can also tell her story. It's like oh wow, I wonder who the book. They must get more into
Push
it
by
because-
Sapphire.
Yeah, the push book,
And the
push
novel.
Novel.
Not
Push
just
by
a-
Sapphire. Uh-huh.
Because this little girl's life is extremely fucked up as well, but you don't see it. It's like it's the outer.
You just see a peripheral.
You just hear her in the periphery on some Neville shit, I guess. Okay, you
Okay.
know Neville's life's fucked up too, but you know what I
Okay.
mean. But it ain't
Okay.
about that.
So she's the Neville Longbottom of this movie.
Of this situation for sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Yikes.
she gets to this. We see her walking through New York, and she's all sad and just really serious looking. And she gets to this big building, and she walks in, and we see she talks to a clerk, played by Miss Sherry Shepherd,
Oh, we know her.
Yeah, we do know her.
Comedy Store regular. Miss Sherry Shepherd.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw her on a plane?
Yeah, we saw her play. We sat across from her, and you could tell that she had no idea who we were.
Yep.
Yep.
Parked her car a million times.
Yep. Remember that one airport worker kept on trying to take a picture with her?
Oh man, she got so
that's
annoyed.
funny.
She got so annoyed. Like, yeah, it was like 5 minutes because the worker just couldn't get the right angle for whatever reason.
Also, I remember Sherry Shepherd. The reason she went down there was to get a little taste
You get a little taste. That's what Sherry Shepherd does. Sherry
on the
Shepherd-
road. Hey, because I'm gonna say she had some She had something with her, and she was getting a little taste. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all that needs to be said. What does Sherry Shepherd like to do? Get a little taste.
That's what Sherry Shepherd does on the road.
Yeah.
When Sherry Shepherd's on the road, oh my nigga, she's getting a little taste.
A little taste.
That's all she doing.
I can't even.
Yo, me and Hassan saw this, and we couldn't stop talking about it for weeks.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Sherry Shepherd gets it in, nigga.
Yeah, hey, she's getting tasty.
So they go to. You guys remember Each One Teach One?
No.
It's like alternative schools. Okay, that's where they go.
Okay.
It was a very famous thing. Each
Okay,
One Teach One.
what is that exactly? It's just like the name of the school?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, like the name of the school. Like, but they would have these like alternative schools for like these kind of situations.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Are
Are you getting raped by your dad? Come down to
Each
one,
one,
teach
one.
one.
Each one of you's being raped by your father? Plenty of teachers for all of you. So she tells her, like, you know, she's like, hey, what's your name? You're not in the system. And she's like, oh, I got kicked out of school for being pregnant. And then Sherry Shepherd's like, oh, you're Clarice P. Jones. We got a call about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then she's like, okay. And she's like, do I start today? And, you know, they're like, yes, ma'am, you do start today. So they make her go in there. She's got to get all this paperwork that her mom has to fill out, which is going to fuck up her welfare. Like, she didn't say that, but, like, she knows that. Like, oh, wow, if I fill all this stuff out, it's going to fuck up my mom's welfare.
Okay. I'm
All
curious as to the situation as to why that would fuck up her welfare.
Well, wait till we get there.
Yeah.
So we see her taking a test to get in, like, so this alternative school can see where she's at.
Right.
And she can't read. Like, they show that she can't read. That's why,
Yeah.
remember the beginning
Everything's
of the movie?
misspelled.
It's misspelled.
That's why. So she says how she hates taking tests because they make her feel stupid and they make her feel like she's a black, ugly grease stain on the ground. I thought that was a really deep line. And taking tests make her feel so dumb that she makes her wish she was dead. I mean, also, I'm sure your mom's saying this constantly. That's the real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you know, you feel dumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I am dumb because this person tells me I am, and I can't read. So
Yeah, it's just
she's
reinforced.
right. She's reinforced. It's reinforcing, right? So she goes, sometimes I wish I was dead. But then I realize I'm not. And I look up and I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. You know why? Because I'm looking up. But sometimes when I'm looking up, I hope there's a piano falling on my mama, maybe. Yo, think about this. This girl has the strength to go, you know what? It's gonna be okay. You gotta look up. But still in that strength, still be like, but man, sometimes I look up and I just wish I saw like a piano coming down.
This is very despairy. So much despair. So much.
This is a real person's life. Fool.
This is a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
this is a real life. This ain't no motherfucking like oh, this was a life. Fool.
Yeah.
This is a lot of people's lives. So
I wonder who she based this off of
I don't know. I wonder if it was herself.
in the novel Push by Sapphire.
So she walks home, and she's walking home. Some young niggas start fucking with like some young hood niggas on the street, and they're like, "Hey, yo, let me get some of that. Let me get some of that ass, bitch. Oh, come on, Orca. Let me fucking get that ass, fucking
God
Orca, bitch."
damn.
And she just keeps walking, right? And then she, in her voiceover, she's like, "Man, I just wish they just left me alone." And she keeps walking, and then one boy comes up behind her, pushes her hard as shit. She trips, bam! She hits the concrete, stomach first, on her pregnant stomach, and she knocks out from the pain. Passes out.
Oh.
As you hear the boys laughing at her.
Oh.
Cut to, remember I said every time something bad happens, she's in this fantasy
Yeah,
world.
she's blacked
So now
out.
she's on a big stage and she's dancing for everybody, and everyone's cheering for her. And there's this hot young like light skinned brother, and he's dancing like grinding up on her and like licking her ear and shit. And she's like, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And like everybody's like, ah. And then she wakes up and it's like a stray dog licking her ear. She's like,
Oh.
Oh.
Sam, so you're gonna cry this whole movie. It's
I'm glad I can't see it. I'm gonna have to watch the
seeing
actual
it's way
thing.
harder. Me describing it is nothing like seeing this shit. We see
I
it
know.
young junior high because you just imagine your own daughter. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like, fuck, man. So, cut to the next scene. We see her mom in bed masturbating.
Okay.
All right, Monique's in bed masturbating. Precious is looking in the mirror. And as she looks in the mirror, she's doing her hair, but she sees a beautiful white woman in the mirror.
Oof.
Oh.
That's deep.
All right? And she's looking like, and then you see her face, and then she looks in the mirror, and then you see this gorgeous white woman.
Yes.
Back to her face, gorgeous white woman, right? And cut back to her mom just rubbing herself, like playing with her pussy and shit. You see Precious go downstairs. She goes, Ma, I need some money. It's quiet. Mom, I'm hungry. Please. It's quiet. And then you hear from the bedroom, you hear Monique say, come up here and take care of Mama Precious. I know in your head you're like, oh, well, at least the dad rape's over. I got that out. And in your head you see it. You're like, oh, well, that's the worst part's done, right?
Oh my God! Holy fuck!
She puts her head down. She heads upstairs, bro. Man, I hope she voiceover. Man, I hope she stops this shit. Other day I cried because of this shit. I felt so stupid.
Oh.
I know, right? But cut to the next day. But you know what? Fuck that day. That's why God makes new days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still hungry though.
Oh.
She eats her mom's pussy. Guys, she eats her mom's pussy. I don't know if you know what just happened in that scene, but let me break it all the way down. Her horny mother calls her upstairs to eat her pussy.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Any comments? Any questions?
Isn't it like make you think about like what people used to do to their kids before there were laws against doing stuff like that?
I mean, even there's laws against doing stuff.
No, that's my point. That's my point. It's like when there weren't any laws, how much worse was it to be a
this wouldn't have
kid?
been bad.
Yeah.
I do wonder how much more.
Because there was a
would've went
time when there were no laws against anything like this, and so certainly people must have been doing it more in that case,
on. Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Also, that's why they would come up with the laws.
That's what exactly.
yeah,
it's like
you're right,
it's the
you're
same
right.
thing. It's like you don't put a rule down unless people keep breaking a rule.
Yes,
And
so
it's
many
just-
people were getting their pussies eaten by their children that they're like, we got to put it.
This is not good.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Stop putting fruit punch in your pussy.
Jesus.
What?
Christ. What? Yeah. Wait. What's
I was trying to think of like what you would get a kid to lick your pussy with. You know,
Oh.
like people put peanut butter.
To get their dogs to eat their pussy.
That's what they say. In
Yeah, I
movies.
think a kid. I think you just a good confident tone of voice. will
Yeah,
make
I
him do
think,
it.
That's
or
a,
else
good,
like-
a good stern voice.
or
will
else
get
I'll
him down
punish
there.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you
It's
don't even
so
need
messed
the candy.
up.
So
Yeah, candy's when you need other people's kids to eat your pussy.
That's
when
way
it's
Oh,
harder.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
see what
Trust
you're
me.
saying. I see what you're saying.
that's hard.
Yeah.
So she goes to a diner. Precious. She leaves. Goes to a diner. It's
Right.
early in the morning.
Okay.
She gets. This is the famous scene. I don't know if y'all know anything about this. But this was like from the trailer and like the scene people make like talk about the most.
Okay.
She gets a big basket of chicken, like a huge like a bucket,
Uh-huh.
and they bring her the thing, and then she asks for a potato salad.
Right.
And the lady goes to the back to get potato salad, and then she grabs the bucket, she takes off, and of course the lady behind the counter is like, "Oh, somebody get that fat bitch! Are you fucking kidding me?"
Right.
And you see her taking off down the street, running while she's eating fried chicken. That's a very famous. That's a very famous shot. From this
Okay,
movie.
okay.
It's also like I think the cover shot is her walking with the fried chicken in her hand.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? But like a bucket though. This shot is nasty, bro, because you see her like this is like greasy ass fried chicken for what
Yeah.
she's eating. It's just pounding the shit while she's
Just
running.
throw it in her mouth as
Yeah.
much as she can.
Oh,
'Cause she's so
crazy.
hungry.
She gets to the school, right? She goes upstairs. She sits down for a second, and now she's all sweaty. She takes off all her clothes, like her jacket and shit, and then she sits there, and she just starts throwing up. Obviously, throws it all up
Yeah.
because obviously you can't pound
Yeah, fried chicken and run.
and run and be pregnant.
Yeah.
A lot of
Oh.
things.
A lot of things.
So she does that, and she sits there, and she's sweating. You see in the back this young, beautiful woman like walking up, like the silhouette,
Right.
and then she gets closer, and it's like a grown woman. It's like a teacher,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and it's our third lead in this movie, Miss Paula Patton.
What do I know her from?
I know that name.
Paula
but-
Patton? She's a person.
Oh, like clearly a person. But what is she? What's her? What is she known for?
Movies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was in the beginning of Hitch. I forgot she was in the beginning of Hitch. She's the hot girl he tries to holler at.
Mm.
Yeah, she's been in a bunch of movies. You recognize her face immediately. She's been in a bunch of TV shows like Law and Order and shit and all
Okay.
that stuff. And let's see how much.
Oh, is she one of
that's
the
why she's
lawyers?
famous. Oh, she was married to Robin Thicke.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Was she one of the lawyers in Law and Order?
Or was she just like in an episode?
She was just in an episode.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's why she's super famous because she was married to Robin Thicke,
Okay.
and then they
Oh.
got divorced. And
I
it was
haven't been
apparently
keeping up
very
on
bad.
my Robin.
Oh, really? Huh?
I I haven't been keeping up with Robin Thicke lately.
I don't think anyone keeps up with Robin Thicke. I just think he just pops up in your life for a second. You're like, oh yeah, that's Robin Thicke.
Oh, yeah,
He's a
there
guy.
he is.
Interesting.
What was their
Whoa,
divorce like?
Very good. I mean, child abuse, domestic violence, infidelity,
Ooh, all
drug,
the stuff.
alcohol addiction. She's saying all this against Robin Thicke.
Okay, so that's just her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Oh wow,
imagine.
it went really south. Their
What?
marriage.
Yeah.
But they met when they were young.
Mhm.
She was 16, he was 14 when they met.
Damn.
In 1991, and they were married for a
Wow.
long time, dude.
Damn. I can imagine Robin Thicke being fucked up.
Well,
can see it.
He's from like a Hollywood
It's also
family.
just her side of the
Yeah,
story.
that is just her side. of
And
the
like they eventually reach a custody agreement and like split the kids fairly
story.
and all that.
So it
it's
can't
like-
be that fucked up if you're like, oh, the kids can spend half their time with him.
I'm assuming there's a
Yeah.
little 50-50 here going on.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah.
he didn't do some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't beat her ass once or twice.
No, but if he's abusing your child, you're not gonna be like, well, let's split custody.
Yeah,
No.
probably not.
You know?
Well, she wanted all the custody, but they just had to agree to a custody agreement.
Okay.
Also, she could have said a lot of that stuff just to get a better deal.
Oh yeah, bro. You know, I mean, that's what it's like. We don't know what. I mean, or it was true.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying anything.
We don't know, but we're saying that both of those things happen.
Yeah.
Same
Men are pieces
divorce.
of shit, and women lie.
Divorce is messy.
Divorce gets messy.
Divorce is messy. Yeah.
You know. So, but we see that's who Paula Patton is.
Okay.
I was like, how do we get here?
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why she's famous. I was like, why is she famous? I was like, this isn't enough for her to be famous. It's like,
Right.
oh, married to Robin Thicke. Yeah, that'll get you. famous.
That'll do it.
So she's like, hey, what? She looks at Precious is just sitting there. She's like, what's your name? And she's like, Clarice.
And then we'll hear about Robin Thicke. Somehow he'll pop up in our lives 3 years later. That's how Robin Thicke works.
That
Yep,
is how
it is how
Robin
Robin
That's how Robin Thicke works.
He's like a comet.
He is a fucking comic. She's like, oh, Clarice, oh, you're in my class. Well, come on in. We're about to start. And then Precious doesn't move. And she goes, well, my door closes in 20 seconds, so
Get
come
in
on
here.
in.
Yeah.
And Precious is like, oh, she heads in. And there are all girls in the class.
Okay.
Okay.
So alternative school, like all the girls are hood girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They're clearly girls who got kicked out of their regular schools, you know?
Right.
And Paul is very stern with them, but like they fuck with her. You know what I mean? Like she's
Right.
stern with them. Her name is Blue Rain. She has a very beautiful name in this. Her name is
That's-
Miss Rain. but
Miss
her name's
Rain.
Blue Rain.
Okay.
So all the girls one by one start telling their story about why they're there. Like one girl was an addict, one girl is also a mom. You know what I mean? They all got kicked out of school.
Right.
They're all there just to get their GED. That's the point, is to get through
Yeah.
this so you can eventually get your GED. Like that's the
Okay.
whole point of
Yeah.
these schools. So Precious is like nervous, and then she finally gives her intro, and like in the intro they want her, like Miss Rain wants them all to say one thing that they're good at, like what do you do well, and then Precious doesn't say anything about herself, and then so Paula Patton's like, what do you do well, Clarice, and then she's like, nothing, and then she's like, oh come on, you must do something well. She's like, I don't do nothing good. She's like, so it's like heartbreaking how down she is on herself.
Damn.
And Paula Patton's like, come on, what do you do well? You have to do something well. What do you like to do? And she's like, I can cook. She's like, oh, okay. And then she goes, and I've never really talked in front of a class before until right now. And Paula's like, well, how does it make you feel? And she goes, here.
Ooh.
It makes me feel here.
Ooh.
And you see Paula's eyes kind of go like, okay. Yeah, this girl's a little different.
Oh.
Ooh.
Makes me feel here.
Here.
That means she's never felt here before.
She never spoke in front of the class.
Ooh.
Just something as simple as that.
No one's ever really noticed her
No
or,
one's ever
or
asked-
cared to get to know
Care
her.
to make her do that. Yes.
Right.
Yes. So, teacher right then, Miss Paula, she's Miss Rain, says they're all going to start journaling all their feelings every day.
Okay.
15 minutes of journaling.
Okay.
That's a good way to start.
That's
too.
a good way. Yeah.
And she's gonna read them, and it'll just be private between them and her, and she'll
Okay.
answer back. Like
Okay.
and it'll be like pretty much like a pen pal situation between
you and the
her.
teacher.
Yeah. So Precious talks of like how she kind of likes this teacher, and she's hard on her, but she believes in her, and it makes her feel good.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So cut back to class, they're all going through their ABCs, literally their ABCs, and they get to the letter F, and Precious has to write the letter F. And when she does, one girl goes, F for fat, and like starts laughing. And Precious calmly walks away from the board, walks up to her, and slaps the dog shit out this bitch.
Love that.
Then a huge fight breaks out, and the teacher's like, get out of class. You know,
Right.
get out of class, right to the other girl. So they have a meeting together, her and the teacher, right? And Pressure tells her that like she's asking about her mother, and she's like, my mother doesn't do anything. And she's like, oh, she can't do nothing. What does she do? She's like, my mother don't do nothing. She does nothing. She's like, okay. And then she tries to get her to like to start reading, and she can't. And like she keeps trying to get her to read, and it makes Precious scared, like more scared, and she starts kind of drifting away into her fantasy world.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and then she's like, Precious, are you listening to me? And then she just hears her mom, you stupid fat ass bitch, you fucking dummy, you're never gonna learn shit, you stupid ass. Cut to her dad raping her.
Oh,
cut to her mom yelling at her. Cut to her dad rape. Like she's like she can't get to the fantasy world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Right.
it's just
That's too much.
yeah. And then she like kind of her eyes get real big. And then she looks at the teacher and she goes, all the words just look the same to me. I can't do this, Miss Rain. I can't. And Miss Rain's like, push yourself. Push yourself.
By Sapphire.
By Sapphire. A novel.
Yeah.
And then Precious stops, and the sentence is, by the way, a day at the shore.
A day at the shore. Okay.
Right? And then she starts sounding it out, and she makes her get all the way through it. She struggles. I mean, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she struggles her ass off to get through this,
Yeah.
but she gets through it.
Right.
End scene. Okay. So back with her mom. Her mom's in the house. She's sitting there, and she's like, "Get your big ass in here, Precious. Come here.
Right.
Where was you this morning?" And then she don't say anything. You hear me talking to you, girl. Where the fuck was you? I was at school. You lying fucking whore. You lying whore. She's like, I'm losing. The school called me talking about you ain't been there and that I might lose my welfare because of you. And she's like, Mama, I got kicked out of that school. I go to this alternative school now. I don't give a fuck what you know. She's just going off on her, right?
Uh-huh.
And then while she's yelling at her, Precious has a pot and she kind of like sets it down in anger, like to cook with, like, like sets it down like that. And then she's like, are you fucking like, you got something to say? Monique's like, you got fucking something to say, bitch? No, ma'am. Oh, that's right, no, ma'am. You know what you're going to do tomorrow? You're not going to go to that fucking school. You're going to take your ass down to the welfare place and you can give me my motherfucking money. You're going to take your ass down to the welfare place and give me my money. You want me to go right now? No, I don't want you to go right now, you fucking idiot. It's dark outside. How the fuck are you going to go right now, you stupid fucking idiot? God, you're stupid.
Good mom.
I thought that scene's realistic because it's like, damn, bro, that little, like, do you want me to go net, like,
Yeah.
you know, and then just like, let me put you down a little more. You know what I mean? It was very just real. It was very real, like almost like, damn, I don't know if they wrote that.
Okay.
Because it just sounded so authentic. You know what I mean? Like, damn,
Like, damn,
bro.
Yeah.
she really truly wanted to put you down there.
Yeah, yes. So she keeps going off on her. You know, it's each one teach one bullshit. They can't believe you're gonna learn something with your stupid ass. Huh? I'm hungry, Precious. Bring me some food. I'm fucking hungry. Precious brings her a plate of food. You made pig feet with no collard greens? The fuck am I supposed to eat pig feet with no collard greens? You eat this shit. I'm not hungry, Mom. I already ate. You eat this shit. You ain't wasting my motherfucking food. You gonna eat every single fucking piece. Plate's huge, by the way.
Oh.
Full of food. You gonna eat every second fucking piece of food on that plate. That's what your ass gonna do. Eat it up, and then you gonna make mine. Hurry the fuck up.
What?
She sits back there and, yeah, I know.
Why not just let her make the collard greens?
You gonna make a whole other plate.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah, this girl's life is like crazy, bro.
It's hard.
This is like beyond crazy. I
Hard.
thought Antoine Fisher had it bad, dog.
Yeah, this is way worse.
This is worse.
This is way worse.
And Antoine Fisher's situation was the absolute worst. He was
Yeah.
also raped.
Yeah.
And this is still, like, he was raped as a little boy.
This is
And
worse.
this is worse.
This is worse.
Oh, it's always family, though.
It is
It's
always
always-
family.
It's always someone in the house.
It's always family.
It's
yeah.
always family, bro. That's who you gotta look out for. People be so worried about motherfucking priests and
Strangers.
teachers and shit. Like, nigga, look at your brother. You know what I mean? Look at your cousin.
It's
Like,
whoever has a high access.
yeah, look who's really around your kids all the time.
Yeah.
And pay
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Not pay attention like, oh, I don't want to see that this person's a pedophile, but like, you got to pay attention. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Because that's what happens is people don't want to see their loved ones in this horrible way.
Yeah.
So you block it out and you let something horrible happen to your own kid.
Yeah. Or the fact that you it's not even like, oh, here are the signs that they block it out. It's a lot of times it's like you can't even imagine them being like that, so you miss the signs.
Because almost like there's so no way it's true that
Yeah,
I'm not
who's
even
thinking
looking.
like, oh, my brother's a pedophile? You're not thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you see him do something and you think it, and then you have to block it out.
Right, but what I'm saying is because your thought isn't even there, when you see maybe the first couple signs,
You don't see it.
You don't even see it.
Even though you saw it with your own eyes, you
Yeah.
didn't see it.
You didn't see
because
the
you're
sign,
so
'cause-
like, there's no way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even that there's no way. This is like it hasn't even come into your mind.
That-
For you,
it's
for
even
you
a
to be
reality.
like, there's no way.
Yeah, it's not even a reality.
It's not even
Yeah.
a reality, dude. Yeah.
You don't even perceive the signs.
Yeah.
But this is not one of those situations.
This
No.
is not.
In this situation,
This is just rape.
well, also it's like the mother must be being abused by this man because it's like in order for it to have started from going from one way to being the way it is now, there must have been some progression that happened over time.
Right. It's not like he wasn't like this fucking great guy, and then all of a sudden he had this kid, and then it flipped a switch.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I like kids." And
Or
then he
like-
started.
And then he started being abusive. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think also you've been fucking kids.
no, yeah, that's what I mean. He was
that's
probably
what I'm
already
saying. Yo, you've been
abusing the
fucking
mother
kids.
in ways.
You abusing the mother. You probably had sex with underage, like 13, 12-year-old girls before.
Yeah.
Well, also, you don't, as a mother, you never let that happen to your child unless you're being abused because
Right.
you would, as a mother, have the capacity to not, like to be like,
Yeah.
to at least save your child.
But if
over
you're being
yourself.
abused, it's almost,
But
and
if
you
you're
can tell
being abused,
where
yeah.
the mom, or she had been abused so much as a child, Monique, which I'm assuming is as well.
Yeah.
You don't even see these.
You don't even see it.
Because this
It's
is like, well, I
normal.
was raised like this. What the
Yeah.
fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, so how do you even tell that person that they're wrong? Like, how do you tell her she's wrong if she's like, what?
This is life.
Yeah.
Also, you track that, or like you find someone that feels right because this is what you're used to.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So they show her eating all this food, and it's so gross. Like, you just see her stuffing her face.
Oh.
She's so fat that it's like, it makes it grosser.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know? So, cut to the next day. She goes to the welfare office, and she talks to someone. Our fourth lead in this, Miss Mariah Carey.
Mariah, my girl.
Did you know Mariah was in this? Did y'all not know?
No.
No.
Yeah, Mariah Carey's in this.
We get some glitter up in
We
here.
get some glitter up in this bitch. You no makeup on, so you don't recognize her.
Oh,
I didn't.
wow.
The first time I saw this movie, I didn't know it was her until somebody told me after, or like, and I saw her like, oh, that's Mariah Carey. The fuck? She has no makeup on,
Wow,
and she makes herself look
Mariah.
as basic as she can.
Okay.
I mean, she not like, or the director does. Like, they were like, hey, you're not gonna be Mariah. You're gonna be a bitch who works at the goddamn welfare office.
Did she still look like a pretty lady?
Kinda, not really.
Interesting.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, they really playing her down, like on
Yeah.
purpose. Like, they make her look like that on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a choice.
Yeah,
you know? So she's talking to Precious, and she's asking her about her home life. Is it a safe place? And Precious isn't really answering the questions. She's kind of just answering them basically. You know, she's
Yeah.
like, the worst thing about the place is she's like, I wish I had my own TV. I don't want to have to watch TV with my mom all the time. And then Mariah Carey's like, all right, I need to know more than that if we're going to give you fucking welfare. You know what I mean? You're going
Right.
to get welfare. I need to know more than
Then you only
there's
have
a
one
TV.
TV.
There's only a one TV situation. And then she goes, well, my mom's a whale on the couch. She's like, what do you mean by that? Precious is like, she just sits on the couch like a fucking whale. She don't move. And she makes me eat all the time. And then she'll call me fat. Can we talk about something else now? And you see Mariah's face is like, oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
a little more than.
There's stuff going on here. Yeah.
Oh, that was, all right. I guess that's what I asked for. And then she goes, how old's your firstborn? And Precious goes, oh, you mean Mongo?
Oh.
And Mariah Carey goes, excuse me? And Precious goes, it's short for Mongoloid. And Mariah Carey goes, is that her name or is that a nickname you guys call her? And she's like, that's her name. She got Down syndrome.
Oh.
Jesus.
Your mom, think about it, put yourself in this situation. Your mom hates you so much and talks so down about this Down syndrome baby and hates it because you had it with us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is that you named it Mongoloid because
Oh, that's what your mom probably described
Yes.
it as. Oh,
Yeah.
the mental, because this isn't just about the physical, it's the mental thing that they're doing to
Yeah,
this girl. The
it's-
mental thing that's happening to this girl is what really, like,
Is intense.
it breaks your heart double.
It's like a prison.
It's a prison.
Yeah.
It really is like a prison. It's fucking crazy. So she's telling her, so cut to the voiceover, and back to the voiceover here. My grandma brings my daughter, Mongo, over for when social workers come to visit to make it look like she lives with us
Right.
so she can claim her on her taxes for welfare.
Oh, that's the situation.
Okay.
That's why she didn't want anybody in the house. Because technically, there's supposed to be a retarded girl living there.
Right.
Hence, they would get way more money.
Way more money,
Yeah.
yeah. But she lives.
That's
at-
why she
at
didn't want to
gra-
fill out the paperwork and stuff about who's living in the house and all that shit.
Oh, okay. Why don't you just lie about that on the paperwork?
Guess you could. But
Yeah.
It's
At this
the
point,
si-
you're living a lie.
I guess it's the situation in my head. It's just like you're just.
She's
also,
also
remember,
like,
this is your daughter you're lying about too. So there's kind of
Yeah.
like this weird disconnect that's being forced upon you.
Mm-hmm.
What were you about to say?
well, she can't just. The mom is also putting it all on her. It feels like to
Right.
do
Well,
the
clearly,
lying.
yeah.
And I think
Because that's how she gets the money. It's her daughter. It's not.
Yeah.
She's just the grandma.
Right.
So there's a lot of oh gosh. So wait, the other baby is with the other the
Was pregnant.
great grandmother.
The retarded baby.
Yeah, the
The
retarded,
retarded baby lives with the grandmother, but how they get welfare is when social workers come over.
She brings her
She
over.
She brings her over and acts like she lives there.
Okay.
Okay. Gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that answers your question, I hope.
That's
Yeah.
so
Your welfare
much.
questions.
Yeah. Jesus. Ugh.
So we see this happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we see you see the mom, and she's got the Down syndrome baby on her lap, and she hates it. Just pure evil the way she's talking
Monique?
about this fucking. Yeah, Monique hates this fucking child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the welfare lady comes in, and right when she comes in, Monique, I mean, the acting. Hey, how's it going? Oh, who's my cute little? Hey, come on in. Oh, watch your step. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, and Precious just watches like this. Because she's seen it so many times. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
grandmother is also there, and she's watching like this.
Oh yeah.
Just so disappointed.
Yeah.
But
in
we'll
her
get to the
daughter.
grandma.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get to the fucking grandma.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, the grandma's no way a good person.
Because right there you want to go, oh, the grandma's this good person. Look at
Yeah,
her.
there's no way.
We'll get to the fucking grandma.
Yeah.
So, she's being all fake, So finally, they pull the rug under her. They make it work. Whoop. She leaves. Bro, get this motherfucking crazy-ass stupid baby off me. Here. Oh, God, she's trying to talk to this bitch. This fucking stupid animal throwing everything on the goddamn floor. And then Precious picks something on the floor to give it back to the baby. God, and Precious, you're just as fucking stupid as her. Giving it back to her. God damn, both of y'all are fucking retarded. Dumbass animals. Look at y'all. And the grandmother's looking at him like this. Like, just looking at her like
Yeah.
so disappointed.
Right.
And then the Monique goes, oh, what the fuck you shaking your head at for? You didn't do no better with me, you motherfucker. And the grandma don't say shit. Because you didn't, bitch.
Yeah.
You didn't. And you're shaking your head because it's your fault.
Well, you're shaking.
That's what I think. I'm the grandma.
Well, I think you're shaking your head because you're seeing it on someone else and you're seeing how unattractive it is. But when you were doing it yourself, you didn't know.
Yeah, when you were living it.
Yeah, when you're living it, you're like, this is. I have to deal with this. This is my life. It's terrible. It's all falling apart. So you're like, you can treat people however you want. But when you literally have to watch someone do what you did, shake
Now
your
you
head.
can look. You can shake your head like, look at her.
Yeah.
Just be like, I can't believe that's.
And you can put it
I'm
off.
part
It's
of
not you.
this.
It's also you can get it off you too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you can act all judgy and
Uh-huh.
holier than thou.
Yep. That grandma ain't shit. That grandma ain't shit, bro. It's real subtle, but I like the writing. It's like, oh, that grandma ain't shit.
Yeah.
And Monique saying that let you know, like, oh, bitch, you ain't. I like that Monique's like, like, you ain't even gonna make me feel bad. Who the fuck you shaking your head at?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you think you gonna make me feel bad? The fuck out of here. Everything you did, I can't, because they don't say what she did, but I'm sure we all know she did it.
But the scene's enough.
Definitely did it.
Yeah. This is a heavy movie. This is
Oh,
hard.
dude. Beautiful movie, though. Obviously.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, clearly. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful movie.
This is hard.
So, cut back to, we're back with Mariah Carey. Back to
Okay.
the welfare office now, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Why are you so obsessed with me?
everybody knows,
Lying like you're sexing me. Yeah, that song's about Eminem apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard Eminem's diss song back?
No.
Nigga, we should stop. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, stop what
Yeah,
you're
what
doing
are we
right now.
even doing?
Literally, stop what you're doing. Everybody, hit pause on this. Go listen to Obsessed by Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Listen to that first. Then go listen to Eminem's diss to Mariah Carey right after that. And he's the greatest rapper of all time for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whether you really think he's a GOAT or not, because he's not my number one, but he's up there. He's in the top. But there's a reason the nigga's in the top five, in everyone's top five.
Yeah. There's a reason why he's so revered, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also made his whole career very
Don't fuck-
known. Don't fuck with him.
Yeah, there's a reason why that's one of the few people Donald Trump has never clapped back on.
Don't clap because it's like George Bush didn't. You don't clap back with this guy.
No.
Nah, not that.
And
guy.
Mariah learned a very valuable lesson. She didn't say anything else.
Yeah.
She didn't say another motherfucking thing. Because Eminem in the diss song, he talks about how he fucked her, and when he fucked her, he came too early and pre-ejaculated on her stomach, and she was disgusted with him. What else? And then he's like, what else you got to say, bitch? I'll tell the whole story. And it's like, nigga, he 8 milder. He 8 milder.
Damn.
He said, what was wrong with him?
Damn.
Talking about obsessed? Bitch, why? Because I prematurely ejaculated on your chest when we tried to, and they're like, oh, this guy's such an asshole. Also, if you're Mariah, you're more mad because you're like,
Damn.
I was gonna say that as an insult.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and I fucked you and you ejaculated early, and then he's like, yeah, I did, bitch.
So what?
I still fucked Mariah Carey, didn't I?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, he murdered. God, we'll listen to this after the episode.
All right.
He murders her on there. I don't want to. I would play it now, but the internet's gay.
Yeah. Also, that's the one thing that would definitely get us taken down. Of
That's what
all
I'm
the
saying.
crazy
The
shit we
internet's
say.
the worst, dude.
Yeah.
How lame is that? We can sit here and talk about how much we love the Nazis, and hate Jews, but we can't. But we can't play a little Eminem. Wow. Country we live in, I'll tell you.
Oh man.
So,
United States.
Wait,
based
where are
on
we
the-
at?
Based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
wait, what was the last thing I said?
something.
She
We're back
just
at
goes
the-
back to Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
She's back with Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Let me start singing the song.
That's how
and
we got there. And so she goes, talk to me about your father, Clarice. And she doesn't say anything. She's like, come on, talk to me about your father. I need to know. And she goes, what? He gave me his baby and then the one before it, but I don't see him. And then Mariah Carey's like, what did you just say? And then Precious realizes what she just said.
Yeah.
Like she realizes like, oh, that's like,
I'm not supposed to say that.
I'm
Yeah.
not like, that's like a way, that's not just like, oh, we share a TV. That's like, that's a problem. Because you
Yeah.
can see the severity in Mariah's face. Like, the fuck did you just say?
Yeah.
Like that's real prison. That's prison shit. Like
Right.
what? And then she's like, I ain't say nothing. She's like, what did you just say? I ain't say shit. I need to know what you just. Tell me what you just said. You said your father is the father. Like your father is the father of your child and the one you're having right now. Bitch, let's just change the subject. I don't want to talk about this shit. And Mariah Carey's like, well, then you're gonna have to go see another therapist. Like go see another social worker because
yeah.
I'm not letting you just walk. I'm not just gonna give you money after you just told me that. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
talk to me about what's going on, or I'm not gonna help you. And then right then she goes, what you want to know? Did I see vampires? I see vampires, They come to my room late night. And then they leave and they go through the floor. And they go downstairs where the other people live because I know they're vampires too. They're real evil, the people downstairs. But I know. And Mariah Carey's looking at her like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't have asked her what was really going on in her head.
Yeah, maybe I'm not getting paid enough for this.
This girl, yeah, maybe I'm not ready for this. And I don't
Right.
know if I've paid enough for this.
Right.
Or if I have the training for this.
Yeah, exactly. Because what? Vampires.
Yeah. What are you
Also,
talking about?
are you serious? And also, your life's so horrible. Are you actually might be serious? And this is like a
And like you're like hallucinating.
this is hallucinating,
Yeah.
or this is what you say about these other guys who come up and rape you or some shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's like
saying?
a-
Like, I don't know if this is actually real. What your version are vampires real?
Oh.
And then she's like, and then she starts talking about how her mom kicks her ass all the time.
This is Pan's Labyrinth.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
She talks about how her mom kicks her ass all the time and beat her head in the other day.
Precious Labyrinth.
And then she goes, Precious Labyrinth. And then Mariah Carey's like looking at her like horrified. And then she goes, is this what you mean when you say just say what's on my mind? And Mariah Carey's like, think, bitch, you ain't ready for this. Cut to, she's on the bus, and you see her looking out the window. Precious, she's all sad. And in her voiceover, she's like, well, that's the end of them welfare checks. Mama finna kill me.
Oh, no.
Cut to, the class goes on a field trip one day, and we
Well, that's
see
what you get by sending for making your daughter go out and do it. You should have just done that yourself.
Yeah, but you want that retarded check.
She could have gone with her.
She can still get the retarded check. You don't need your daughter to go down.
She do
You
need the daughter to go down.
You need the daughter.
But you go with her and you sit
You just
in
go
the-
with her, but you need the
and
daughter.
if you
Okay.
went with her, she's not going to say stupid stuff because she knows you're sitting out there and
That
they'll
helps.
beat her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
you'll
good
beat
point.
the fucking living shit out and then make her eat your pussy.
Oh,
You
God.
forgot about that?
Oh
Did
yeah,
you
we
forget
didn't.
about
We
That's the
didn't,
worst
we didn't need to be
part.
reminded about that.
that? Yeah, okay, that part makes it like, well, what is
Because
this?
it's also really like active thing to have to do. It's not like you can just.
No, you got to keep eating pussy.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Or maybe she just fingered her. Maybe I'm putting it on her that she ate her pussy.
That's true.
But she
could-
definitely went up there and finished her off. That is all I know for sure.
I
Okay.
think she ate her pussy.
I think she ate her pussy. What do you think? You think she finished her off with her hands or or mouth?
I think it was a hand situation.
Why
think
do
she
you
fingered her?
saying that? Because it makes you feel better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying that because it makes me feel better.
Yeah, this is way better to do your mom.
Okay. Well, let's.
No, for real. Like if you're doing this to your mom,
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
because you can do this. I don't have to look at you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can make you come.
You don't have your nose in between her.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have to have the smell
Flaps.
for weeks
Right.
You have it in
Maybe-
your mouth.
and pull like hairs out my mouth. Mom hairs. What?
Uh,
So the class goes on a field trip.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go there.
To the Natural History Museum, and it
They
becomes
do.
night at the museum.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They go to a big museum, and one girl like holds Precious's hands
Mm-hmm.
during it, like holds her hand, and then Precious voiceover is like, "Wow, ain't no one ever done that to me before."
Aw.
Oh, that's maybe the saddest thing
I know,
we've said
bro.
yet.
There's some sad shit.
No
in this,
one's
bro.
ever held her
my
hand.
Nah.
Oh, that's basic human shit.
So she just at the art place in the history art museum, she submerges herself in it. She loves
Right.
it, and she's like, "I'm gonna teach my baby all about this." Like she just loves it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we see her happy in school, and she's writing every day. And time's passed now because she's got like a little different haircut now.
Right.
And she talks about how like her mom says she can't learn anything by going to this school, but she's wrong about that. You know, I think about my little Mongo all the time now too. I miss her. I'm gonna be good to this baby though. This baby I got coming, I'm gonna be good to her.
Oh.
So Precious is reading in front of the class, and she's so much more confident now.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know, because now she's friends with all the girls in the class too. So like,
Right.
And she's reading.
she's reading. Yeah, she's just way different. Also, yeah, that would make you more confident too. Just
Yeah.
the fact that you can read.
That's
yeah.
a huge thing.
That's a big
Yeah.
step.
Huge
It's a
step.
huge thing because it's like you're, and once you start reading, you can't stop reading.
No, God no.
You can't just turn the reading stuff off. That's the power of reading. It is
Yeah.
very
You
powerful.
just get better at it.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So she's reading in the front of the class. She's so confident, and right then she's like, "Ooh," and they're like, "Precious, you okay?" Ooh, ah! And then cut to she's going into the delivery room.
Okay.
We see her nurse, Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, whoa.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz is in this. He's awesome in this.
He's
Dude,
always
he's always great in
randomly
everything he's
in
in.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I love him in Hunger Games. He's so good. in
Yeah,
that.
he is great in Hunger Games.
Great
He's
in
the
Hunger Games.
favorite.
He's a SZA.
Yeah.
So he's the nurse in this.
Yeah, and you see his ass get murdered.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's second movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Lenny.
So also him, just like Mariah Carey. Only reason you know is because I know it's Lenny Kravitz. But same thing, not hot, not like the movie Hunger Games where he's still all
No.
beautiful looking.
Yeah,
Does he
No,
have
he looks like a nurse.
natural big hair?
No, he's got his you don't see his hair. It's wrapped up in like
Hair stuff.
Oh, okay.
no, like what you see a Jamaican dude would put his head in.
Yeah. So he has
One of
more.
them
He
kinda
doesn't
dreads?
he doesn't have a tight cut, is what you're saying.
No, he still has his long hair, but you don't see
Yeah,
it at all.
okay.
You don't
Oh,
see
it's
it at
all like-
But he looks like a nurse. Like he looks like
Yeah.
he's been working a 12-hour shift. And,
Okay.
like, no makeup. Also, you can tell like, oh, they didn't do any. Like they were like, hey, we're gonna have everybody look like how they look.
Okay.
To make this movie feel
Well,
Real.
real.
In the ads, it looked really gritty like that.
It's
like
real
that.
gritty. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real gritty like that for sure. So baby's born. You see Lenny, he hands it to her, and she goes, "I'm gonna call you Abdul Jamal Lewis Jones." Beautiful name. And
It's a girl.
and your mother gonna love you. Mother gonna love you. You see Paula Patton sitting in the hospital with her, like all her friends. They all
Okay.
came. Like they all came. It was really nice. And then the next day, they're all like sitting there and they're talking to her and they're all messing with Lenny, who's in the room because he's cute, you know, still a good looking guy, obviously.
Yeah.
So they're like the girls are all flirting with him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a funny that kind of
Right.
scene. And they're all hitting on him and stuff. And Precious is like saying jokes and she's all confident and the girls love him. And then he clearly likes Precious. Not like in a weird way, but like in a like, oh, this is a sweet girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so he says something nice to her. He's like, all right, I'll see you. I'll come back. I'll check up on you tomorrow. And then he kisses her forehead. And then Precious is like she smiles, and all the girls are like, ooh, you know, Precious and John sitting in a tree. Yeah. And then she's like writing in her notepad, all happy. You know, she's like a girl.
Yeah.
She's like,
Right.
having girl time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So she writes of how she wishes she's had a boyfriend in her life because she's never had a boyfriend, and all the other girls have had boyfriends. And how, you know, how her father is like the only closest thing that a boyfriend she's ever had.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some dark shit to write, bro. But she says how she's going to keep Abdul. He is mine. All right?
Okay.
Now, this is her writing in the journal. Now, time is passing, but you see her writing in a journal, and then you see Paula Patton reading and answering. Like, almost like they're writing to each other. Like, that's
yeah.
what this scene looks like.
Right.
Okay? So you see Paula Patton say, you know, you're only 17. I think you need to focus on school more and things like that. Cut back to her. You see her in the hospital, and as she's writing, her grandmother comes to visit with the Mongo baby. And the grandmother's just saying horrible shit.
No.
Like horrible shit to her. But she's really mad at the mom.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can tell it's not directed towards her. It's like, it's mean and it's horrible.
Right.
But it ain't towards her. It's towards Monique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real problem. Like, you can
Okay.
tell they hate each other. Just like Precious hates her. Like, you see, this is
Right.
clearly,
Yeah.
they're letting you know, like, oh, this is a cycle.
This is like a thing
Yeah.
going on, yeah.
And and you hear Miss Rain say how maybe Abdul needs to be in a place that's better for him, that fits his needs better. You know, you're still such a young girl. And they cut to her writing like, Miss Rain, I am what's best for him. I'm his mother. He needs to be with me. Like, I'm what's best for Abdul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Miss Rain's not trying to be mean. She's just trying to be like, maybe there's a better situation
Yeah.
than him living with you and your mom.
Right. Which is a terrible situation.
Yes. Miss Rain writes how, like they're going back and forth. And she says how, like, welfare crippled your mother. And you have the potential to do anything. Anything you want, Precious. And I want you to know that. Like, because, she's like, if you go off and get out of school, pretty much, if you go off and get out of school and just get on welfare, you could be like, that's what that didn't help your mom. It added a fucking crutch.
Right.
Yeah.
To keep being the way she was being and not do anything with her life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that, and that's what she's like, that's what these letters are, they're going back and forth with her saying, like, I believe you have so much more potential if you stay in school, or maybe even give up Abdul for the time being. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, let's work through it instead of just giving up on school and we'll go get a job and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Or
being
not
in
get a job or just get welfare.
continuing the cycle.
Yes.
Right.
So, cut to we finally see Precious leaving the hospital. She's now finally leaving. It's snowing in New York. It's beautiful
Right.
snow. You see her get to her house. She walks up all these stairs.
Yeah.
Finally gets to the top. She's super exhausted.
Jesus.
She comes in her place. Her mom's on the couch watching TV, as always.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Precious. Hey. You had the baby?
Damn.
Yes, ma'am. A boy. Can I see him? Precious is quiet. Can I hold him?
Oof.
Precious is nervous, but she gives him over. Monique's holding him and looking at him, and she's like, wow, he looks like his daddy.
Huh?
Oh.
That line hits a little different when it's this situation.
Oh,
doesn't it?
yeah.
And then Precious goes, his name's Abdul. And she looks at, right when she says that, she kind of looks at Precious goes like with an angry look. She's like, put your shit down and go get me something to drink now. And Precious kind of looks at her and she goes and she gets her something to drink. And as she walks off, you see Monique and she's looking at the baby. She's getting madder and madder. And then she fucking throws it.
No.
I don't know why y'all keep expecting anything good to happen.
Nothing's good. Life is terrible. Jesus Christ.
Right then, like Precious doesn't see this. She
Right.
doesn't hear, so she's in the kitchen. So you see a fucking Monique pick up a big glass. Whoa! Chucks it. That shit hits the wall. Misses Precious's head barely. She's like, what the fuck? And then she's like, you fucked my man. You fucked my man that had a baby by him. You did it. And of course she's like, you took me off my welfare. You ruined everything. You ruined everything, you fat bitch. And then she's like, he raped me. Precious like, he raped me. I didn't fuck him. He raped me. Ain't nobody raped you, you fucking liar. You fucking liar. Nobody raped you.
Damn, you were there,
oh my
bitch.
God.
They start fighting. Straight up fist fight, bro.
Right.
I mean, like, she's hitting the mama, throws the mama against the wall, but cuts Monique's head. Like, Monique's bleeding out her forehead.
Right.
While this is happening, beautiful gospel music starts getting louder and louder.
Yeah.
I know there will be trouble. You fucking bitch. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Very, like, Lee
Yeah.
Daniels, you shot the fuck out this scene, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, you hear that just beautiful. It gets louder and louder. They're fighting. And as this happens, you see beautiful shots. Remember the pictures of them when she was a baby and
Right,
Monique
she
was happy. Yeah.
You see those shots.
Oh.
And
Oh.
as you just keep fuck you, I hate you.
Manipulating my emotions.
Oh.
Finally, she throws her mom against the wall super hard. The mom grabs a potted plant because Precious picks her baby up, starts heading out the house. She grabs a potted plant, busts her on the back of the head with that motherfucker. Pow! She gets outside. And as she gets to the steps, she wobbles, falls down the steps with her babies in her hand.
Oh.
And that shit's so hard to watch, bro.
Oh.
That shit's so hard to watch, dog. All right? She's down, and then she kind of gets up, and she's bleeding. She checks the baby. Baby's okay.
Okay.
Baby's okay.
Okay.
She's like, she's at the bottom of the stairs, right? She looks up. Monique has the TV. Drops it. She fucking last second rolls out the way with her baby. That shit would have killed. It was huge.
Oh
TV.
my God.
And you see Monique's like, and then they leave. And that's it. End scene. As the gospel music just keeps playing. I know. Like, oh my God, bro. She tried to kill her own fucking daughter and grandbaby. Like, tried. Just TV just, like, it just missed by, like, she rolled out the way. Barely.
Oh my God.
She's almost killed her like 3 times in this.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't killed her yet.
She
It's
would.
Shocking.
It's one of those situations of, like, let's say if she did keep living here,
She would.
she would.
Eventually, yeah. It's time. It's getting there.
She would. It's like those stories you hear about, like, those horrible stories you hear about, like, the police went and checked up on a motherfucker, like, a lady kept calling about her husband beating her.
Yeah.
And they go check on her, like, 4 times. And then finally, the motherfucker kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you think he was going to do? Stop
Yeah.
beating her? Like,
Yeah.
become a good guy?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I never understand those stories. But and this is that. So, we see she heads out. Monique's sitting there bleeding on the couch.
Right.
We see Precious just walking down the cold street alone, snowing still,
Yeah.
holding her baby. She looks in a church and she sees a happy choir, like, rehearsing.
Right.
Choir, and she sees, like, she does the thing where she sees herself in it, and she's got a light-skinned boyfriend who's holding her, and she's holding her baby, and they're all singing, and they're all so happy, and all the other church members are loving her,
Yeah.
and it shows her mom, and her mom is back in the house going crazy, and she goes in Precious' room and just destroys everything because she's just so mad.
Yeah.
We see Precious on a train. It's still in her bloody clothes. The baby's still got blood all over it.
Yeah.
And she's just working on her alphabets. A, B, C, D.
Aww.
This is so hard. This is a hard movie.
So the next morning, Sherry Shepard and Miss Rain, or Girl
Right.
Paula Patton, they show up to the school, and it's been broken into.
Right.
Clearly been broken into.
Right.
And they're like, oh, shit, we got to call the police. They freak out. She heads to the back. When she heads to the back, Paula Patton sees Precious sleep on a bench with her baby, like in the
Right.
classroom.
Right.
And she obviously like runs up and just like holds her, like freaks the fuck out because
Yeah,
she
'cause-
immediately goes
Right.
like, oh my God.
Something crazy happened.
She's been here all night.
Yeah.
And cut to the voiceover. Precious is now awake, and you see Paula on the phone like yelling, just giving somebody the business.
Right.
And Precious goes, I can tell by her voice, I ain't going to be homeless no more. I feel kind of bad for her, though. I mean, Miss Blue ain't no social worker. She's just a regular old teacher. She shouldn't be having to do this. But she said she wasn't going to let me be homeless no more. And you see her like, she's not having class that day. Like the kids are in the other class, like in the room, like teaching themselves.
Right.
While she's just on the phone, like
Just-
calling everyone.
Yeah.
So finally someone cares for this girl.
Well, Miss Rain's always cared.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. She's just literally pulling all the stops to
Right.
try and find her a place to stay.
Right.
Finally cut to, she ends up going to Miss Rain's house
Okay.
and just staying with her. Because she can't find nowhere else for her to stay.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? And so Precious is there, and down comes another woman from like up the stairs, another beautiful woman.
Uh-huh.
And whoop, whoop, and her and Paula Patton are talking, and Precious is kind of looking at him, and then they kiss. And then back to the voiceover, and then Precious is like, oh, they some lesbians. I didn't know that Miss Blue was a lesbian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because she's real calm, like it ain't no like thing. Like they're just
Yeah.
talk, like you can tell it's like, oh, just casual.
Yeah.
You know? And
Casual lesbians coming to TBS.
TBS. Oh, that's a great
that
show.
would be a good show.
With Paula
Right?
Patton? I'd
Yeah,
watch it. She's hot.
Yeah.
So she's like, man, they were so nice to let me stay in their house, you know, and they were so nice to me and Abdul. I ain't never had people be like that nice to me. I mean, they fed us and they gave them Christmas presents. It was Christmas, so they're giving them, and they're having this great time.
Right.
And then voiceover, she goes, how these people gonna be nicer to me than my mama and my father? I mean, they were nicer to me than my mom and father ever were. They make me feel warm. I ain't never felt warm before.
Yeah, they never raped me.
And she's looking at Paula, and like
they're
Paula's
lesbians.
like laughing, and she's got that's true. Paula's like laughing, and she's got a glass of wine, and she's like, "Man, I bet Miss Rain ain't even scared of my mama." Like she's looking at her like, "Wow, like she's so confident." This woman,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
just so confident, you know. And she's watching her and her girlfriend talk as they like drink wine, and they're like, they're just talking, having a great time. And Precious isn't saying anything; she's just smiling, and she's like, "Wow, they talk like people on them TV channels I don't ever watch." Because they're just, even though they're like, they're just educated.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, I don't understand a word they saying. And as they're like drinking and laughing and talking about politics and like arguing and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm like, but
Casual lesbian stuff.
casual lesbian conversation.
Yeah.
Casual lesbian.
And And she goes, my mama always said homos was bad people. Homos was real bad people. But homos never raped me. Homos never made me feel stupid. Homos don't sell crack to people in Harlem. Homos didn't do none of that. That's a deep, I mean, I know it sounds stupid. It's like,
Yeah,
for
no.
her, that's a deep
Yeah.
thought.
No, that's no. She's damn.
Who knew that this movie was really all about just gay rights?
Gay rights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get there. So, back to you hear, like, so apparently Precious is doing so good in school, the mayor gave her a literacy award.
Oh damn.
And
Wow.
she got a check for her progress because they know she has kids. Like the government, like to help her and everything.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because now she's not with her mom anymore. Like now she's
Yeah.
kind of just living with Miss
She needs
Paul
help.
Patton. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But like she's like also like she's doing well.
Right.
Yeah.
She's doing very well. you
Right.
know?
Blue Rain is such a lesbian name, huh?
Oh, the most. Now that you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Also, you start thinking about like, oh, this woman was definitely a lesbian. So she like they throw her a big party.
Right.
And she's so excited because everyone came. She's like, I couldn't believe it. Like even the nurse came, and Lenny Kravitz, he came.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
And Miss Rain's girlfriend came. Because
Uh-huh.
everybody's so proud of her. She's
Yeah.
doing really
Yeah,
well,
she's
you know.
overcoming.
So the nurse, the Lenny Kravitz, he gives her a card and tells her like how much he loves her. He's so proud of her. And then he looks at her and he goes, hey, what's up with your teacher, Miss Blue? And then Precious looks at her and she's like, nah. Nah, Mr. Jones, you don't want none of that. And he's like, what? And she's like, I got something. And then he walks over and he takes her over to Miss Sherry Shepherd. And Sherry Shepherd's
Oh.
like, hello. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, shit, what's up?
Yeah.
You know?
You want a little
Hey.
taste?
You want a little, oh, Sherry's known to get a little.
Taste.
Yeah. That's
Especially a Lenny Kravitz?
Hey, what's that the most famous Lenny Kravitz song? The most famous
I
one.
want to get away.
Wait,
I wanna
taste.
I want to get a taste.
I wanna taste the
away.
Sherry Shepherd.
So Sherry's getting a little taste going.
Of Lidlin.
Yeah, it's some little
Ooh.
taste.
She's getting some Lenny's. And I ain't talking about
Yeah.
the Subway sandwiches in Memphis. Very
Yeah.
specific reference to the people in Memphis who got that.
Yeah, little tasty Kravitz over here.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Extra red peppers, light mayo.
Damn, I should have worn. I have a Lenny Kravitz shirt. I should have worn
You
it.
do?
Well,
I got it from Boone.
How would you have known?
I'll see if I can find it. If I still have it, I might have donated it.
You know what? By the time this episode ends, I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah.
So Precious starts talking about how great Miss Rain is, and how I thought this was great. How she's a shining light. You know, one of those shining light people,
Right.
kind of people that like they shine their light for other people, and their light never stops shining.
Whew.
Yeah.
That shit's real, bro.
That shit's hard.
You know. So time passes. We see Precious playing with her baby.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking about getting her own place now. You know, because it's been like 9 months. and
Okay.
you see her taking swimming lessons with her son.
Okay.
And they're having fun, and she's like saying to herself, she's like, I'm gonna get Mongo too. I'm gonna get Mongo back as well. So while at school, they're like, Precious, someone's downstairs to see you. It's her mom. It's Monique.
Oh.
So she goes, she sits down, and they're quiet, and then Monique goes, your daddy dead. And Precious goes, that's all? Like,
Good.
the fuck, nigga?
He was
Yeah.
never around other than to rape her.
Oh, you mean the guy who raped me? Yeah, that guy who I saw that one time?
Yeah.
Cool. Or twice, I guess?
At least.
At least
Probably
for-
more.
Probably more. You raped me way more for sure.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, he did. He had the AIDS virus.
Ah.
I told y'all this movie doesn't go well.
This
we
movie.
can't escape. She was swimming with her kids. She was having a good time.
This movie doesn't know when to quit.
Yeah.
Right then, she goes back to her fancy world in her head where she's a star.
Right.
And everybody's taking pictures of her. And then you hear though, the mother, in like while she's in that reality, you hear the mother's voice. Precious, Precious, there you go dreaming again. Stop, Precious. You hear what I said? And then Precious comes back and she goes, you got it, mama? And Monique's like, no. And Precious is like, how you know? And then Monique's like, we never did it in the ass. That's why.
Oh my
And then
god.
Precious goes, get to a doctor, mama. And she leaves.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And you see the mom like, because she's stupid.
She's
bro.
dumb. Yeah.
So we see Precious taking her HIV test,
Uh-huh.
and we don't see her results. Like, she sees them, but we don't see it. Cut to her writing in her journal, and all she wrote why me? Question mark.
God.
I mean, that shot hurt
Damn.
just in the heart, man. Just that why me.
God damn.
She gets in front of the class, and she says she only wrote why me, and then teacher's like, why'd you just write why me? Like, why? What's wrong? And then she starts crying. I'm HIV positive. And then one of her friends in the class is like, is the baby okay? And she's like, yeah, I gotta stop breastfeeding though. That's heartbreaking though, because you see her like breastfeeding at one point, and she's so happy. You know what I mean?
Damn. At least the baby's fine. At least there's a silver
But that's
lining.
that's like.
Well, one, you're seeing yourself like in this mortal situation, and then also like she's so attached to the baby, and the breastfeeding thing is such a big deal for like mothers and daughters.
That's why I was like,
children.
that's a big deal. Her saying that, bro.
It's like part of the connecting. It's like how they bond.
Also, you're trying to be a good mom. You're trying to break this fucking cycle.
Yeah.
You know. So right then, Miss Rain says, "Precious, you have to keep writing though. You can't stop writing just because of this." And Precious goes off, "Fuck you, Miss Rain. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what it's like. I ain't never had no boyfriend. Ain't no boy ever even liked me. Ain't no boy ever looked at me, and I got 2 babies. My daddy said he was gonna marry me, Miss Rain. He said he was gonna marry me. How the fuck he gonna do that? That's illegal." Miss Rain's like, "It's okay. You have to it's okay, but you have to write. You have a gift. You have to keep writing." And she's like, "I'm tired, Miss Rain. I'm tired." And Miss Rain's like, "Just do it for the people who love you. Do it for the people who love you. Who love me? Don't nobody love me. Love ain't done nothing for me, Miss Rain. Love beat me. Love raped me. Love called me an animal and called my daughter an animal. Love hates me. It makes me feel sick." And then right then she's like, "That's not love, Precious. That's not love. I love you. Your baby loves you. That's love." Then Precious just crying. And she's like, "Right." And she hands her a pen. Good teacher, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. That's too much.
It's a lot.
It's not fair.
It's not
It's
fair.
definitely not fair. Jesus.
This isn't fair. So Precious goes back in to talk to Mariah Carey, right? And they talk, and while she's there, she while Mariah's not looking, she is able to steal her file.
Right.
All right. While Mariah goes to get a drink, she steals her file, puts it in her backpack. All right. Mariah then, when she comes back, she tells her "Hey, so your mom called, and she wants to be reunited with you. She hasn't seen you in forever. She wants to come up here and have a session. I told her it's up to you. Do you want to do that?" And Precious is like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
All right.
Say no. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that. Fuck her. Fuck her. She don't get closure.
Because that's what she wants.
Yeah, why the fuck does she get closure? She didn't earn that.
Definitely has not earned it.
No, you haven't done one good thing for her this entire movie.
No.
Fuck that.
So Precious is talking to the class. She's about her file that she stole.
Right.
And how they want her to get her job and they want her to do this and but she did all the math on the kind of job she'd be able to get without her GED and degree, and she's really smart and she's good at math, and it was no money at all.
Yeah.
But if she does this, she knows she'll be able to take care of her baby.
Yeah.
They let you see oh, this girl's got her head on her shoulders.
She's figuring it out.
She's not a fucking idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, cut to the next day, they get to the meeting. All right? It's Monique, Mariah Carey, and her.
Right.
Mariah Carey goes to Monique. She's like, "Let's talk about the abuse." And Monique goes off. "Hey, there wasn't no abuse. There wasn't no drugs in my house. I didn't keep no drugs in my house. Everybody knows that. I don't like drugs, and I don't allow drugs in my house. We do it." And then she's like, "Hey, miss,
Right.
I'm talking about sexual acts involving Precious. According to her, she now has 2 kids, fathered by your boyfriend, of the late Carl Kenwood Jones, which is her father. Is that correct?" And Monique's like, "Yes, that's accurate." And then she's like, "Okay."
Damn.
She's like, "So if you keep calling saying you guys want to be reunited, I need to know what's going on in that home." And then Monique's like, look, there was a time Precious had it all. Okay? Remember the early pictures? We all had dreams, and we all had a good life plan, okay? Everything was going fine. We all had that, okay? And then Mariah, and she's like, "Okay, you don't think we all have plans for a good life, and we all don't want a good life?" And Mariah's like, hey, We need to talk
Yeah.
about the sexual acts, the physical sexual acts that occurred to Precious while in your house. When and how did you respond? Precious was a little girl, okay? Trying to remember how old. She can't really remember her birthday.
Oof.
Yeah.
She can't remember her birthday. She was 3.
Oh.
I was giving her the bottle, and then I was giving Carl the titty because my milk hadn't dried up. And I did what my mother told me to do. I gave her him. He was important. And then you see like Mariah Carey's face, kind of like, and then she goes, "You judging me? You fucking. That's why I didn't want to tell you, because you fucking judging me, huh? Precious, you fucking got this bitch looking at me like I'm some kind of fucking monster, huh? You fucking bitch." And then she's like, "You don't understand. I didn't want her sucking behind him. He was doing nasty stuff. And I couldn't have her sucking behind him. You don't understand that. I had a man, and I had a child, and I had to take care of both of them. Did I want Carl to touch my baby? No, I would lay her on the side on this pink pillow, and it had Precious on it. It had my baby's name on it, and I would lay her on that side, and then he would lay on the other side, and then at night we would start doing it, and then one night he touched my baby, and I said, Carl, what are you doing? What are you doing? He said, "Shh, shut your fat ass up. You don't know. I know what's good for her." And then Mariah Carey's like, "What did you do?" And she was like, "I shut my fat ass up. What you mean? What did I do?" Puts this all into perspective now a little bit more, don't it? And then she's like, Mariah Carey's like, "You let him abuse your daughter." She's like, "No, I wanted him to make love to me. He was my fucking man. He was my man, and he wanted my fucking daughter. And I hated her. I fucking hated her. My man who loved me was fucking my baby. And then she made him go away. It was her fault. He didn't want to be around anymore because of her. And she let him do it. And she didn't do anything. She didn't scream. She didn't fucking do anything. She wanted it, that little fucking bitch."
Oh.
God damn.
And who's supposed to love me? All that going on, who's supposed to love me, huh? You got a degree. You fucking know everything. Who's supposed to touch me late at night? Huh? So when you write your fucking notes, you make sure you write notes because I didn't have nobody. That's why. And all three of them are just sitting there bawling. All three. Mariah Carey crying, everybody crying.
Oh, Jesus.
You know?
Gosh.
And then she's looking at her, and Precious is kind of just looking at her. Like, she's crying, but she's angry.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
looking at her like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
almost judging her. And then she's like, "They told me," Monique's like, "They told me you wrote poems." "Actually, wait, here." And she runs, and she goes out, and she comes back, and she's holding Mongo, the daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Look," and she gives it to her. She's like, she gives her to her. She's like, "I'm sorry, I don't want no checks. I'm sorry, I don't want anything." And then right then Precious says, "I took a test, and they say I'm reading at an 8th grade level. Next year I'm going to be in high school, and then I'm going to go to college." And then she looks over at Miss Weiss, the Mariah Carey who's still crying, and she's like, "I like you, Miss Weiss, but you can't handle this. You can't handle none of this." And she gets up, and she takes her baby, and she's like, she looks at Monique, she goes, "I never really knew who you was till today. And maybe I was just stupid, or I didn't want to. But you ain't never going to see me no more." And Monique just busts out crying. She leaves.
Good for Precious. Good for Precious.
And Monique's like, but come back, baby. And
Fuck
she looks
yeah.
at Miss Weiss, and she's like, "I didn't want him to hurt her. I don't understand." I would say, Carl, what are you doing to my baby? Carl, what are you doing to my baby? He just wouldn't stop. Can you get her back, please? Please, it's what you do. I need you to get my baby back. And Miss Weiss just leaves. She wipes her tears and just leaves. And Monique's like, "Please, please." Cut to Precious outside with her kids. Beautiful music playing. Her smiling. She holds them. For precious girls everywhere. Precious.
Ooh, fuck.
That made me cry at the end.
I know. That's because you're a good girl, baby.
Oh, fuck.
And you're a precious girl. And I'm going to rape you. Get over here.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
For
My-
precious
Not
girls.
cool.
For precious girls everywhere.
And it just ends like that?
And it's just like that.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh. I pretty much called that one.
Yeah, you actually kind of did.
Well, we don't know if she lives. She has HIV.
I said we don't know how it ends.
Yep, she's HIV
Believes-
positive, so we have no idea if she makes it through that or not.
But it's hopeful. I hope she lives. I'm glad she got out of that.
And I'm glad she made a
Fuck
plan
yeah.
for herself.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
whether she lives or not, she made a fucking plan.
She was able to look out of her unbelievably terrible situation. Out of all the movies we've done that have been terrible, this might be the worst situation I think I've ever seen a character
Yeah.
in.
This is like
I
some-
can't honestly think of anything close.
And what makes it worse is that
Antoine
there's-
Fisher's close, but I mean,
Yeah.
this is worse.
Yeah, what makes
Yeah.
it worse is that like, damn, this is what people are going through.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, this is by far the worst. Go ahead, baby.
Well, it's just like a cycle also that is sort of really common in poverty in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it just gets overlooked because people don't want to. I mean,
We can't. We're all Mrs. Weiss.
we're all Mrs. Weiss, exactly.
We're all Mrs. Weiss. We can't handle that shit. If someone came to me with that shit right now, how the fuck would I handle that?
No, that's why she said what she said about Miss Rain. How
Yeah.
there are special people
Yeah.
who shine light for people. You know what I mean? And like it never dampens their light. How much
Right.
light they shine for other people.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's deep. You know.
Oof.
Lee Daniels can make a movie, man.
Yeah, my God.
And Sapphire can write a book or novel. excuse me.
Novel. Push.
Novel.
By Sapphire.
Yeah. Fuck me.
I did like that.
No.
That was the premise, the push concept. Because when
Exactly, yeah.
I get why the novel is called Push.
Yeah.
You just
well, when
gotta.
the teacher tells her to read to push, and then you realize, oh, that's every experience in her life.
Yeah.
It's like it's too hard, and it's like you just have to push. There's no other option.
For her, there's no other option.
There's
Yeah.
no other option.
There's actually no other option.
That's
It's
really
either
beautiful.
push or die.
Yeah, it's push or die.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to TBS. Fuck me. My God.
It's a really good movie, though. It goes so fast.
Well, it didn't seem like it took you that long to watch it. Was it like an hour 45?
It's like hour 45, hour 50.
Yeah.
But I mean, it flies.
Yeah.
As you can tell, there's no dead spot in the movie.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all crazy shit that happens. It's never like. There's never a wasted moment.
And it's also like you said, Sam. It's shot with a real grittiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's shot very to be. I mean, no one's supposed to be pretty in it.
Right.
Yeah.
The other girls in the class, there's some pretty girls in the class, but even then, they look real. It looks real.
Yeah.
Right.
It
They
looks
just
real.
happen to be
They
pretty.
just happen to be pretty. Just like Lenny Kravitz. He happens to be a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
But they're not upping him that he's like this
Yeah.
larger-than-life sex symbol.
Yeah, here's this hot
Exactly.
guy.
Yeah, he looks like a nurse who happens to be good-looking. You know what I mean?
Fuck. That was an experience.
Do you both feel sexually touched?
No.
Did you both feel like I just lubed up the pot? I just lubed you up with a handful of Vaseline and answered you
Oh,
both?
that was
Oh.
the worst part.
Oh.
You're
Oh,
right.
but that's the worst part of the
That
movie. When you
is
see
the
that,
worst
when you see
part.
that hand, it's like, wow, what a great shot of like to know that that's all. You didn't have to show anything else. Just the shot of him getting that big glob of Vaseline.
That's all you
That's
need.
all you needed.
Oh man.
Also, I think the second worst part was when Monique is describing how it happens for the first time, and you're like,
She's still blaming her.
she's blaming her, but also just like you're thinking of how it would have gone down, and it's like, okay, they're obviously too poor to have like a crib or something for the baby, so the baby sleeps with them. Fine,
Which makes sense. That happens.
that makes sense, but it's like you're just. I mean, I get how she would feel powerless because this is the man that.
He's the man that you love, and he's fucking you, and he's actually inside of you in the
While
moment.
he's touching
Yeah,
her
and
baby.
it's
While he's
like,
touching his baby too. Also, I mean, you can say it's his baby
it's
too.
his
That's,
baby too.
That's
and
the
it's
other
like,
thing that's kind of fucking you up a little
how
bit.
do you even?
Right.
God, that whole like visual for me was like too much.
And also, I mean, that happened to her, and 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 then it drove her fucking clearly
Yeah.
crazy, insane.
Yeah.
It drove her to hate her daughter. It drove her to just sit on the couch and do nothing with her life.
I feel like you tied a weight to my soul.
I know.
I did.
Yeah,
The Weight of
that's-
Precious, the novel Push based on Sapphire.
I was at a
Novel push based on Sapphire.
You say what, babe?
I was at a pro-choice rally once, and a woman, one of the female speakers there, was talking about how she had essentially this kind of life. Like she had children by her, like it wasn't her father, it was like her uncle.
That's
But
why he
someone,
raped her?
someone who lived in the house. Someone,
Damn.
and
Oh.
it was still in her life after the child's born. And it was like to hear that story was bad enough, but like to know that it's like, oh, this is like happening to someone right now.
Oh, as we're doing
Multiple
this
people
silly podcast
right now.
Yeah.
Someone's living
Someone
this as their real life. It's not like a unique
No,
situation.
someone's looking up at the ceiling right now, imagining they were in a fucking, imagining they were in some fairyland world, some Alice in Wonderland shit.
While the worst thing in the world is happening to them.
Absolutely. As we sit here and talk about it,
And it's just like, how do you protect children?
and I hope they're beaners.
Oh gosh.
I hope
Yeah.
they're both Spoil the Beans listeners, and I hope
I hope
after
they do listen to Spoil the Beans.
hope
And
after
they
they get
feel
through
bad.
that, they can listen to this episode and feel a little worse.
Yeah, about
But feel a
themselves.
little light,
Oh
because
man,
you never know what movie we're gonna do next week.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we might
Hopefully,
give
it's
you more
not
of a
this heavy.
fantasy.
Huh?
Hopefully, this next movie isn't as heavy.
Oh no! The next movie we're gonna do is definitely Precious 2.
Precious to Return of the Rapist.
Return of the Father.
Precious 2: Revenge of the Sith. Like what?
Sam, you were a fucking phenomenal guest.
Yes.
we
Well,
love
thank you
having
for
you
having
on.
me.
That was
Thank
a
you.
lot
You
of fun.
cried. You brought the emotion. We
Aw.
needed it. You brought a very good energy.
You called Robin Thicke a comet.
You called Robin Thicke a comet, and the world needed to know that he was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Boo. Anything you need to plug? Anything you want to say? Plug for yourself, your Instagram or your Twitter?
Oh, I have an Instagram if you like Instagram.
At the best Sam Lopez.
At the best Sam Lopez.
And then on
You'll-
Twitter?
On Twitter, it's the same thing. Everything's the best Sam Lopez.
Okay, follow Sam,
Yeah,
guys. Give her some
I'm the
love.
best. It's just Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having me.
Thank
Of
you
course,
for coming
baby.
on.
Thanks for
It
having
was
me.
a lot of fun. And listeners, we fucking went through a journey today.
We did.
We went through a fucking journey today. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Will Sam ever eat my ass? Find out next week.